What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. We are ready to start the week. We will see you all, well, not all, but the ones that are coming, in Philadelphia. Our Philly Spectacular, our holiday show spectacular, is Tuesday night, so we will see you there. Tickets are still available, so we would love to see your faces. You're rocking some Eagles gear in preparation for the Philly show.
And they play tonight, so I hope they win.
Oh.
That would be good momentum.
That really would be some fantastic momentum if they would win tonight.
A Monday night win would be good. You guys are actually all going to be down there, so I'm coming down Tuesday morning, but you
I'm going late. No one's going to see me.
Oh, you're not here. You're flying through the night.
Yes. Yeah. I'm
moving through the night.
Yeah, we are driving late.
Yes.
It's
okay,
not
well, the other folks in the room, you should go watch the game somewhere.
Is it in Philly?
No.
The game? Oh.
Game's in LA.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's more so everybody will be out watching it somewhere at bars and such. You know. It'll be fun. But my mom's in town, so wanted to see her for a little bit of time. But she is going to come to the show, but she's in New York now. So
lovely.
Very excited.
Yeah, very exciting. We had a little blip in the system.
We do.
And I don't even know how to go about talking about it, but we're just going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Lisa Barlow agreed to be our Philly guest. We locked it in last week. We announced it. Whole shebang. Something happened. She has a dentist appointment.
She is no longer available.
And she bailed.
Yeah. No longer available.
It's not no longer available. She bailed. She
well, that's bad. I mean, yeah.
She was available and bailed.
So, well, you're not buying the dentist story.
I mean, I am, but it just feels like a ridiculous situation.
Right.
But, you know,
yep.
Like, I really hope she is getting dental work. I really do. Because if she is lying, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah.
I don't want Lisa Barlow to be lying about her dental appointment.
No, and it's so she says that's the case. So, unfortunately, no Lisa Barlow, which sucks because when we put it out there and post and see people excited about it, and then it's like, oh, sorry, taking that away from you guys.
I just want to know if it's an emergency dental appointment. Did something happen with her tooth? All of a sudden, it was a dental appointment. She can't move. I don't know. Did this just happen?
We
booked it this week.
She had some sort of
we booked
dental
her
episode.
There's no dental appointments at night. The show's at night.
Well, she's coming from
she
Salt
lives in
Lake
Salt
City.
Lake City, so it's not. I don't.
That's not what I'm.
Yeah.
She probably has a dental appointment on Tuesday.
That didn't catch me up at all.
No. What I'm stuck on is that this was booked this past week. Like Lisa Barlow agreed literally this past week. So if she had the dental appointment this past week, so is it an emergency dental appointment?
Something had to have happened,
Maybe.
Yeah. That's what she's telling us.
Yeah.
So that's it. That sucks. Big disappointment for us and for what we wanted to do. However, the show is going to be fantastic. Really very excited about it. We do have Matt Quinn and Sam Cooper joining us from Mount Joy. And we got a couple Philly legends in the house, which is going to be a ton of fun. And I'm very glad they're coming because, boy, would we be shit out of luck if they weren't also coming.
Relieved that they are coming. And I hope I eat my words. I hope that Lisa Barlow has a dentist appointment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're see her on the show with no teeth.
You're hoping.
I'm like, you know what? She was telling the truth.
Right. You're hoping she's live streams from the dentist.
I hope that she puts on some sort of Instagram story that she was at the dentist.
Right. Yeah. She just goes to the dentist. Films.
She's films outside the dentist.
Films
to prove
outside
that
the dentist's
she went
office.
To the dentist.
Yeah.
You know?
What's a crazier excuse, the dentist or a kickball tournament?
No, the kickball. I actually
is
believe
way more legitimate. He won. They won the championship.
He actually won the championship that night. So the kickball is fine.
The evidence is in the trophy.
We didn't
and he never said yes.
Wes never said fully yes. Announce it. Here's the go ahead.
Yeah.
We fully announced Lisa.
We also announced her, and then days went by. And it was Sunday.
2 days before the show, a dental appointment. So I'm hoping I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
If there is a dental appointment, but I'm hoping the dentist appointment is real.
Right. Who knows how the reunion, they just filmed the reunion last week. Maybe things were tense. Maybe she got spooked. Who knows? You know? You never know. I guess we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Mm-hmm. But we were just talking about Justin we were just talking to Justin about that. So unfortunate.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's okay. We're still going to have an amazing show.
We are going to have a ton of fun.
The holiday spectacular of the year, the last show of the year. We're going to make it big. We're going to make it grand. And we're going to hope Philly wins tonight so our crowd is in a good mood.
Yes,
absolutely. And we're just going to hope for the best.
Absolutely.
Did you pick out your outfit? We talked about this weeks ago.
I did. Yeah.
Holiday, festive?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, good.
It's nothing too crazy. Mm-hmm. I mean, to be honest, I've looked back at years past because our show's always around this time.
Yeah, it's the holiday spectacular.
Yeah. No, but like it's always like December 6, 7, 8, 9. Like it's always.
Yeah.
So I've had some flashbacks in my photos of previous years, and there were some loud choices for this holiday spectacular, and I was like, I maybe don't need to do that again.
You went full Elton John one year.
Yeah, 100%.
Which was awesome.
100%. It was fun, but looking at the pictures again, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, but you stole the show.
Disco ball.
Yeah, but holiday spectacular.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm excited. Yeah, I it's fine. I like it. I'm not like blown away by it, but it's.
You'll jazz it up.
Yeah. It is what
make it look beautiful.
Yeah, thanks.
Noah, you have an outfit picked out? Anything snazzy?
No, I was actually debating, do I wear one of the things I've worn to the past holiday spectacular shows, and wouldn't anyone notice if I did?
We're going to look back on old pictures.
I decided against it. Mm-hmm. It was really just like a
sweater.
Not a sweater, like a button-down green, No, I haven't. I don't really know.
I don't think I would have clocked that.
My thing is I just throw a bunch of stuff in my suitcase, whatever I can fit, and then I decide at the hotel what I'm going to wear.
Whatever you're feeling.
Like, I don't have, in my mind, what I'm wearing. It's just, it'll be a surprise when I open my suitcase and see what goes with what.
Whatever you feel good in when you throw it on that day.
How many shirts are you throwing in the suitcase?
It's got options.
I got, a couple, overshirts, and then I have, a few pairs of pants, and then some T-shirts, and I can just mix and match whatever looks good.
Yep.
Feel around, look in the mirror.
I'm wearing the holiday sweatshirt from last year, though.
You are.
Yeah.
You know what? You're always in the spirit like that.
You
always wear the previous holiday sweatshirt, and I do appreciate that.
Yes.
It's like he wakes up Monday morning. He's like, boom! I got my sweatshirt. I'm ready to go.
When you're a kid and you have your outfit laid out on the ground.
Noah's tossing and turning all night. Oh, I can't wait to put that sweatshirt on. And now he's here wearing it.
That is so true. And we do have a Truly event on Wednesday in Philly as well.
Yes.
For anybody that's around that wants to hang out for a little happy hour event. I was thinking, because it could be confusing, because all of our other stops we've done the day before. Mm-hmm. This is the day after. Granted, doing this during an Eagles game in Philly would have been a lot of fun, but also that could lead to a night that I'm not feeling so great on Tuesday, which I want to feel my best for the show.
Yeah.
But an event during the Eagles game, who knows what I'm drinking at that point.
Yeah, who knows where the crowd takes you.
Exactly.
But yeah, we will be there Wednesday night.
Ladder 15.
Ladder 15 is the bar. 6 to 8, I believe.
6 to 8.
6 to 8. So come hang with us.
Yeah,
while we're there.
Out, have a couple drinks.
Have some Trulies and chill.
Yes, we're going to have a great time. How was everybody's weekend?
It was good. It was busy. A lot of events, a lot of holiday gatherings, which was a lot of fun. I had my girls' fancy drinks on Thursday night, which is a tradition with my group of girlfriends that we do at the holiday season. Felt extra special this year because it just so happened to be on the night of the full moon. And every year we pick a spot. The last couple of years we've gone to the same place, but we go around the table, talk about our favorite thing from this year and then goals for the next year, which felt like We were really hitting it home with the full moon.
Locking it in with the full moon.
But yeah, that's always a fun night. The martinis are flowing, which is fun. Getting festive, get dressed up, fancy drinks, which is great. And then Friday, kind of like the same vibe. Our friends hosted a bunch of couples at their apartment for a little holiday evening of dinner and drinks, and then we went to, a little local spot for a little while. We did an ornament exchange, which is a fun one for, a group of friends. If you're doing like some sort of Secret Santa or something like that, we just got everybody an ornament.
That is fun.
Which was a lot of fun and cute because everybody crushed it. Everybody so many fun, cute ornaments. And Saturday I had a Secret Santa.
Wow. It is back to back to back festivities.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon I had a Secret Santa with like 25 people. Joe's cousin organizes that, which is a ton of fun. So it's just like a bunch of people that we don't get to see as much like throughout the year too, which is another nice moment for everybody to gather. And that one's a lot of fun too because it's like people get great gifts but also really funny gifts, and everybody kind of takes a moment to present their gift and why they're doing it. We have a big circle. Everybody goes around, which is another very fun event. And that, by the time Sunday came around, I was tired. But did a big clean of the apartment, which just really felt good. Like got behind the TV console, we moved the couch, cleaned on all those spaces. It was just like, we were cruising. It was a good clean.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. It was a good clean. And got to put all the, what are you trying to say? My apartment's dirty?
No, I'm just saying, like, what, do you not go behind the TV console?
Really no, but like.
We haven't seen that.
Yeah, how often are you not going behind the TV console?
But there's a bunch of things, like, you do, but we have like the Xbox, the Switch, like all the wires. Like we like cleaned out all the wires, took a bunch of things out that we didn't need. Yeah. Like I had a walking pad that was underneath the TV console that I do not use. So it's just like cleaning out those items.
Declutter.
Yes, declutter.
I thought you meant just like clean.
No,
like
it was
Swiffer the back.
No. It was just like it was just.
So I was like, well, good.
No, it was just a declutter of a lot of like items that were stacking up.
Yeah, maybe some games
around that area. Yeah. Now I will say, taking up, breaking apart the couch and lifting the pieces off the rug and getting out of there, that doesn't happen so often. But that was a good one.
Were there a lot of crumbs under the couch?
No. Actually, no crumbs.
Fair question.
Yeah, not a lot of crumbs.
Like, if I go a long time without like moving the
just
couch,
dust.
I see like the popcorn that falls into.
Yeah. I feel like that normally just lands in the couch cushion for me, which I do clean more. Like I lift the couch cushions up and clean that part. Yeah. Not all the way underneath.
No, mine make it through.
Yours really slip through the cracks.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And good. Got all like cute little. All of our Christmas decorations are up in the apartment. Looks nice. And Joe cooked dinner. My mom came over. It was nice.
So your mom was watching Gia's cat.
Yeah. Which is a funny relationship.
Yeah, I saw that. That was making me
know.
laugh.
My mom's not not that she's not a cat person. She's just never had like we've never had cats. She's never had a cat like growing up or anything. So it was very funny her getting these updates of like being in the apartment with a cat. Gia was in Kansas City this weekend, and she just like sends pictures of Anchovy like staring at her from across the room. Like, who are you and why are you in the bed? But Anchovy's a very sweet cat, so like takes her moments. But I was cracking up just from Sunday morning and my mom waking up and being like, where does she go? Because I can't find her. And then I turned around and bam, she was right there. And she was like, she was under the bed. Like, she's a cat. Like
classic cat shenanigans.
Yeah, completely. She's like, I've been looking for 10 minutes. I don't know where the cat is.
Right. But people, like, I would never, never had a cat. You never had a cat. You don't know.
No, you don't know. I know. But I was like, in my mind, I'm like, where? It's not like you open the door where
she didn't run out of the apartment.
Cat's in there somewhere.
Yeah. In the cabinet.
Yeah, that's a funny relationship. But yeah, it was jam-packed. Jam-packed
full of festivities.
Yeah, 100%.
That sounds lovely.
Yes.
We can't wait for our Philly live show Tuesday night, and we can't wait to have that RumHaven cocktail with us. And for those in the crowd, we want you to get that RumHaven cocktail as well. The only thing we love as much as all of you are those delicious cocktails. And no one serves up real delicious drinks like RumHaven. RumHaven is made with real coconut water and no artificial flavors or preservatives for a clean and refreshing taste. So head to rumhaven.com/chicksintheoffice to learn more. And we cannot wait to hang out with you guys Tuesday night and drink some delicious RumHaven cocktails.
You were babysitting this weekend?
I did. I babysat Luca Friday night, a little bit Saturday morning, and that little rascal. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We watched a lot of movies.
Movies are great.
You know, the first time I watched the Grinch cartoon movie.
Oh, the OG, the original?
No, I've seen that one. The new Grinch, the one with Tyler Creator on the album.
Tyler Creator one.
I never watched that one.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's good. Yeah,
I watched it 3 times.
Pharrell narrates it, right?
It was really good.
Yeah,
and yeah, I got to learn it front and back. You know,
there you go.
He just wanted to keep watching.
He's just like obsessed with that.
Yeah, and Toy Story. So we watched. We just went from the Grinch to Toy Story to Grinch.
Toy Story is a classic.
Always a classic. And he just loves Buzz and Woody. So that was very fun. And then I hung out with my friends Saturday night. We just went to the diner. Just a lot of reminiscing on, you know, old high school stories. And we're like, what the, you know? You just when you start talking about old high school stories, you're like, what the fuck was I doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
yeah.
Just you know, just some good laughs over that. And then Sunday was, you know, it's football day.
Yeah.
Football's on the television. I'm napping.
And I'm on the couch.
And I'm on the couch and I'm napping. And that's the way it goes.
And that's just the way it goes.
So it was a chill
that's
weekend.
So fair. Tough go for
oh my god.
Matt's
oh my
friend
god.
Daniel Jones.
The reaction on the couch.
I could only imagine that
no
Matt
good.
freaked out.
Yeah. So Matt is friends with Daniel Jones, who's the quarterback of the Colts, who was the former Giants quarterback. And he is a sweet guy.
Yeah.
And Matt is friendly with him, and they talk every weekend. And, oh, you know, how you feeling?
Yeah.
Da, da, da. We were watching the game. All of a sudden, things go awry.
Yeah, no,
he takes one wrong step.
Non-contact.
No,
never good.
That's why I said, Matt. No one even touched him.
Yeah,
you know when they start slamming their helmet on the
always
yeah.
And by the way, now I feel like anytime a player goes down and like you can tell that they immediately know what happened and they're so pissed. Like they just, not even that it's like, oh my God, they're in so much pain. They just look so pissed. To me, I'm like, Achilles. I'm like, also, every time I see that, they're like, because you're just like, I fucking know what just happened.
Tough for Indy fans. This is
that's
Halliburton and
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt really bad. And
what's going on with these people's Achilles these days?
That's what Matt said. He was like,
I feel like it's such a more
like
common injury now.
That's what he was,
and than it ever has been. Where it's like everyone's like, "Up there goes the Achilles."
Yeah, that's what he was explaining to me. I was like, all he did was step in the wrong direction. And he was like,
Pop.
you have no idea. Lately, it's been like a thing
it's a
with
problem.
people's Achilles, like especially in basketball.
Basketball's been bad.
Like it's been bad, and then it was funny because, well, not funny, but we were laying on the couch and he was like, I'm just texting Daniel. And I was like, just kind of like a humble brag. Like,
but it's kind of right, like, I know. But it's also like,
not a humble brag, but it's like, oh, you're texting.
That's such a
you're
hard.
Texting the quarterback.
Medical 10, I need to text Mark.
That's such a hard text to send though, because it's just like, hey man, so sorry. Like you're just like,
no, that's right. It's like,
what do you say?
Yeah,
hope you're okay. Like it's like obviously he's not.
No. Did you see Matt's video about Toy Story, Buzz and Woody? I don't know. Like maybe you would understand this more. We were watching Toy Story and he was like, "Oh my God, Buzz and Woody are so A-Rod and Jeter." I was like,
video.
What? I needed it explained to me, and I was like, yeah, you're spot on.
No, I mean, it totally makes sense. Woody's totally Jeter and Buzz Lightyear's totally A-Rod. I mean, when he said that, I was like, I get it.
It made me laugh. Have you guys seen, did you watch A-Rod's documentary at all?
No.
So A-Rod,
I didn't even know he has a documentary.
Yeah, Alix or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Classic.
Like, and it's just like detailing I think it's like Alix versus A-Rod or something like that.
Right,
I need the official name. I might be making that up.
I did
the man
see, like,
versus the legend.
him promoting it.
Yeah, Alix versus A-Rod. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just all, about his life.
Rhea versus Maria.
Yeah.
Maria versus Rhea.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Wow. So we watched that, and a lot of details about A-Rod's upbringing.
A little
and
look
his
behind the
life.
curtain.
Pull behind the curtain. You feel bad for him a little bit, the whole thing. And then I saw A-Rod post a video. Do you remember that, like, pop-up fly ball where, like, Derek Jeter, like, ran into A-Rod? And
ran into A-Rod.
Like, they both dropped it. Like, Derek Jeter's the shortstop. A-Rod's the third baseman.
They both went for the same ball.
But it was coming right into A-Rod's glove.
Yeah.
And Derek Jeter, like, ran. It was like, I got it, and, like, kind of knocked him, and then it fell out of his hands. And A-Rod made that TikTok being like, I should have just let Jeter have the ball. And then when I watched the video, I said, no. Jeter should have let you have that ball, So then I got deep into this Buzz and Woody situation.
Oh yeah,
right. You see it?
I mean, A-Rod switched positions for Jeter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Runs deep. Runs deep.
Yep.
But I guess no one else is watching the Alix versus A-Rod documentary on their spare time.
Yeah, kids. I don't think I even knew it existed.
Watch the Diddy doc this weekend. That took up a large.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God. That took up.
I heard it's atrocious.
Oh, we finished it late last night.
Yeah.
And I guess Matt had just like missed out on a couple of things that were, reported on. And he just kept popping up. When you do like a pop up?
Yeah.
Out of your seat to look over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah. Did you miss some of this in the news?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I didn't know.
I think that there was a lot in there that I also was like, because a lot of it came out in the news. There was a lot of it from his friends that were not in the news.
And also, like, just his earlier life, I didn't know, like, much about that either.
No. I mean, how he became famous off a tragedy is insane. Like,
I don't know any of this stuff.
Well, we could talk. It's not a spoiler. It's all public.
No, I know.
But he hosted this celebrity basketball game, and had a bunch of rappers there and whatnot, and they sold tickets to it. And it was like $12 a ticket, and it was sold out. But
he like overhyped it.
He overhyped it a lot, and like obviously a ton of people showed up and like bum rushed the gym because they were like, we still it's sold out, but we want to be in there, and they like rushed the gym, and like 9 people died.
Oh,
yeah, like stampede. And there's a video of Diddy like standing over someone like who's being resuscitated, and kind of just like it
is crazy. Like you see them carrying the bodies out. Like it is.
I did not know that.
And then Diddy himself was in interviews being like, yeah, that's what like made me,
he held a press conference after it.
Yeah. And then the craziest, and it's one of those things. Oh, I actually saw Ashley from Girls Gotta Eat post about this. Like he's such a fucking mouth breather too. Like you in every photograph, he's just a fucking mouth breather, mouth open. And he could have flies flying into his fucking mouth. He is disgusting. He is despicable. He is such an evil man. But when you see these things, you you almost giggle a little bit, like with the Biggie thing.
Dancing.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like the fact that he allegedly, or some to believe,
there's a convincing argument in this.
It's a convincing argument, but you have to say allegedly. Set up Tupac and Biggie's deaths, and then he pops out at the VMAs. Singing "I'll Be Missing You," dancing around the stage like
singing and him
with videos of Biggie in the background, and he's dancing around the stage and Sting singing.
That's like a TikTok trend now.
No, all I see it. I originally before
he's
I watched,
sick individual.
No, he's so sick in the head. But before I watched, I kept seeing these videos of like Biggie popping out Diddy popping out after Biggie's death, like dancing, and I'm like, what? The videos were making me laugh because I was like, what is this? And then I watched and I was like, oh my God, this is the sickest shit I've ever seen. Like he was at the scene of both crimes.
Making Biggie pay for his own funeral.
It's insane. Like, he literally set this up. Like, he had such a jealousy problem.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of. Did you know?
I didn't know
that they were this close. I had no idea.
No, Biggie. I knew that they were close, but I didn't know like how jealous he was of Tupac and Biggie's friendship, and that's kind of where that all started.
Who do you think would have been? Me and Matt were having this conversation yesterday. Who do you think would have been bigger, Biggie or Tupac?
Bigger? That's a tough one. I feel like Tupac is more like.
No, it's like. Biggie, bigger. I don't know.
I feel like Tupac would have had more of like a star. He has more star power.
I said
girls
he has
love him and like
commercial appeal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tupac, I feel like had commercial appeal, whereas Biggie, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But personally, I like Biggie's music more.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have had like
But Biggie and Tupac loved each other. That's what's sad.
Yeah.
And then Diddy pulled them apart. They got along, the East Coast and West Coast. They got along, Fran.
Well, then, it just sounds like Diddy's ruined literally everything.
No, everyone that comes near him, like their lives are ruined.
I felt really bad for his one friend who like worked for him for years, and then at the end
50 Cent made this documentary.
And it is excellent. Curtis Jackson did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
In reality, he just like paid for this footage, and
then did it.
I saw some article this morning about like Diddy's mom just taking back something that was in the documentary, like that he slapped her or something.
Yeah, they said that he like slapped her at one point.
Yeah, and then she like ripped Netflix saying it was that never happened.
I mean, okay, whatever.
You know, out of all the things in the documentary, he didn't slap.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing:
he's a good person.
all of these people who spoke out about him are so extremely brave.
Yeah,
and I applaud them because they are scared, and I would like they are rightfully terrified to be speaking about this. Yeah. Because he is
track record.
this scariest fucking man. Like he is terrifying.
Yeah.
And it just goes on, and you just wonder, like, I don't know if you had this thought too, Noah, watching it. Obviously, like, there was a lot of stuff happening that would come out and then kind of, like, get swept under the rug, like, back in the 90s or, like, early 2000s, right? And, like, it would go to, like, there was one thing that went to court and the court dismissed it immediately. They're like, oh, no way that Diddy's doing this. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Think about all the things like celebrities could possibly be doing or have done that we just have no idea about.
For sure, yeah.
And now it like comes to light with like social media and everything. Like, but it's so sickening and even so crazy. Like
this whole thing, like they were talking about how he hired like a super team of lawyers, and that's kind of how he's getting out of jail now, because like he just is so powerful that he's like, let me assemble like the greatest team of lawyers I could find, and then they get him like a really small sentence.
Yeah.
It is really just quite sickening. And
the 50 Cent interviews though are promoting this are so funny because he's just like smiling from ear to ear.
He is so thrilled that he's doing this, and I just have to say, like, I really hope nothing comes out about 50 Cent because he's doing all this and you're like, yes, 50.
Right. Well, you can't imagine you
get him.
Like, you can't imagine he would be so like over the top braggy about it, or just like so like you know.
Right. You gotta hope
this
that 50,
guy,
you know,
if he's got something in his closet, it's like I don't know if you stand out so strong on it.
I'm sure 50's not the cleanest guy.
No, honestly, shout out to 50 for being like seemingly one of the only people in the industry who like always hated him, because like everyone used to be like, oh, Diddy, we go to his parties and like
And I do. Like, I know people were talking about this, and we kind of stayed away from talking about it because you don't, like, want to just speculate and say things for no reason. But, like, it did have me thinking about Justin Bieber a lot.
He was in it for a second.
Yeah. Like, thinking just, there's that video of Justin Bieber at, like, 15 years old being dropped off at Diddy's house. And Diddy's like, Justin's going to have 48 hours with Diddy. And it's going to be, like, a 15-year-old kid's dream. And no one's going to know what we're doing. And it's like, what? Like, and now watching this, you're like, what the fuck? Like, what could have happened? Maybe nothing happened, but what could have happened?
They really skipped over, like, that whole part. Like, they had Bieber, like, kind of, like, on his last album in it for a second, but they didn't really touch.
I'd
on
imagine if people don't want to talk, you know what I mean. I'm sure there's things that people this happens. Like people are not ready to talk about things that happen to them and whatever, they want to stay out of it. But yeah, I mean, 50 Cent, he did an interview on the news. That is one of the only channels they allow in prison.
Yeah, it was
just
ABC.
ABC, just so Diddy can see that he did that. So he is like a world-class hater, and you have to respect it. Yeah. But at least he was like, you know what? I've known that this man is a piece of shit.
Right.
But it's like you said, when you're like, you got to hope he's got no skeleton in his closet.
Yeah.
But that was like when, you remember the second season of You? And Chris D'Elia played a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And I was on the podcast being like, Chris D'Elia playing this part, you got to hope, you know what I mean? He can't have anything. And then all of a sudden, he was just doing what his part was.
Yeah.
It was like, are you insane?
Yeah.
These sickos.
I mean, look, it happens in, this is a bad comparison, but like it happens in reality TV all the time. Like you see these people go on reality TV and like talk a big game or talk shit about other people, and then you're like, oh, they were doing that the whole time.
It's sick.
Yeah.
It's really sickening.
Yeah.
But that took up a good chunk, 4 big episodes. And if anybody hasn't watched it, I do recommend watching it, although do have to give a warning that it is heavy.
It's heavy.
And there is a lot of just a lot of things in there that you hard to
even small
digest.
Things like that's kind of going viral now too, of the clip of him walking in a hotel, and he has a guy whose job it is to, like, while he's walking, put his chain on. Like, he won't put his own chain on.
It's bizarre.
How about all the people stopping him for a selfie?
And no, he's like possibly going to jail for the rest of his life, but he's stopping to take every selfie ever.
And he gets in the car and he's like, I need a bath with the hottest water and hydrogen peroxide, because they were basically saying like he didn't want to show Harlem any love until he needed them, like now, like when he was going to jail. Like, so he went back to Harlem to, like, you know, socialize. And that's what they're saying in the documentary. Like, he didn't go back to Harlem until he felt like he needed Harlem to be on his side.
Right.
And then he gets in the car after, like, socializing with a ton of guys or, like, people on the street. And he's like, I just need a hot bath with the hottest water and hydrogen peroxide and clean myself and cleanse my body after that. And you're like, dude, you're just like an asshole. Like, you are just an asshole.
Who did they buy all this footage from?
Diddy had somebody videotape him during all of this when he was going to go to jail.
Yeah.
And he is in jail now. But he never paid them. So it was the videographer's rights because he never paid them.
So this guy had all the footage.
So they had all the footage, and they sold it.
That was kind of like
50 Cent was like, I will name your price.
Yeah.
He didn't pay anyone, which is like a common theme in the documentary. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he had this guy filming him, and then he lost and had to go to jail.
Yeah, because when you open up the documentary, it's footage from
crazy.
2024 with him in his hotel room talking about, like, possibly going to jail, and you're like,
wait, where did this?
Did Diddy sign up to be in this documentary?
Right, like, is this Diddy's documentary?
Right, and then you're like, wait, and then they put it up on the screen, and
yeah, that was one of the questions in a 50 interview. They're like, does he know that this? He's like, I don't think so. He's like, he does now.
He's like, if he's watching the news right now, he's about to learn.
I respect 50 Cent's commitment to getting this all out there.
Yeah.
It's very, very impressive. But do you see when people were talking about how 50 Cent bought out all the seats at a Ja Rule concert? Just 'cause he hated Ja Rule. Like, everyone's like bringing back past things that 50 Cent has done.
He has been pretty notoriously petty.
He's a petty man. But you know what? I keep seeing people be like, you know what? I haven't been living. 50 Cent has reminded me that I haven't been living to my most petty potential.
Right.
50,
like,
Kendrick, all these guys.
Yeah, like all these people, like they're so petty, and you're like, my gosh.
Yeah.
Why be the bigger person?
Grown men.
Why be the bigger person when you could do this?
Yeah.
But this is,
so funny.
you know, this needs to come to light. Everything that was in this, you know, needed to be shared, and it is dark.
Yeah.
And then I wonder, you know, not a lot about J-Lo in there.
That was very skimmed over. Like,
very skimmed over, but at the same time, like, J-Lo may not be ready to talk about any of that, and that's her right, you know, like, that's her story.
Right, because it's like, if you don't have the material to really elaborate it on in the documentary. You don't want to spend too much time on it because you just don't have the
you don't know.
You don't have the material. Like you don't have the facts. Like you don't have the first. You don't want to speculate and put it in.
You don't want to speak for somebody else who isn't saying it. So it is something, ladies and gentlemen. And my God, he is an evil, evil little mouth breathing man. So
wait, this is separate. But have you been seeing the Firefest stuff from this weekend?
I saw
Billy McFarland.
No, did he do it?
He did it. Well, he did it. It was
my God, I haven't seen one thing.
The videos are hilarious. French Montana's performing to like 20 people.
So like he obviously
I didn't see any videos. I saw people talking about it.
He didn't actually do it because when people went,
there was
where was
he said there were like a few hundred people in Honduras, like an island in Honduras, like but the island is like it's really just like a little bit of land. It looks like.
Oh wow, yeah.
And Bobby Schmurder was there, and apparently he like lost a key to a jet ski, and he had to be like rescued in the water.
Been there. I've had to be rescued off a jet ski.
But it's crazy. Like there are people performing to like legitimately no one. And then he's just like, "Look at us, we did it."
Damn, he really did it. He really pulled it together.
He goes, "Everyone who was too afraid to come, look what you're missing."
Phoenix Fest?
Yeah, that's also really confusing that he's calling it Phoenix, and it has nothing to do with...
Right.
Like, but the videos are pretty hilarious.
I did not see these videos.
French Montana performing. I was like, why did he agree to this? Like, I can't imagine he's getting paid that much by Billy
Maybe he
McFarland.
did. Maybe he got a bag.
He just gave all the money he had to, like, French Montana.
He's like, French, take it all.
There's no water or anything, but he's like...
You don't get food. You don't get drinks. Take the money. Show up.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, he changed the date, too. It was supposed to be on my wedding day. It was supposed to be on April 25th, 2025.
Everything's like...
No wonder we had other plans.
They were live streaming, and the live stream is equally as bad.
Damn.
Disgraced Fire Festival founder is roasted for his lame comeback party. This Daily Mail quote is quote, "Dozens of people having an okay time."
You know what, though? Having an okay time is better than having a bad time.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good, like, as long as you, like, make it out of there alive, like, it's a good story.
That's a win.
Like, you're like, wow, I'm with Billy McFarland on, like, an island.
It is a hilarious story to go home and tell. Like, yeah, I went to Firefest, too. It was me
Saw
and
French Montana.
15 other people. French Montana was there.
The event slated for December 5th to December 8th at Diamond K in the Caribbean sold tickets ranging from $200 to $500,000. The rapper
$500,000
The rapper French Montana was booked as a headliner. The $500,000 option promised a variety of exclusive benefits, including a private chef, access to a golf cart and boat for the whole event, a private dinner with the booked artist, and a private dinner and drinks with McFarland himself.
By the way, access to a boat, I'm pretty sure they're just talking about like
the
little tiny little boat that gets you from and off the island.
Yeah, that is like $200.
Yeah, it's like a rowboat.
Wow. I can't believe we missed out on the event of the year.
On Saturday evening, McFarland posted another video from when the concert was in full swing with French Montana performing. In it, a moderately sized crowd can be seen with their arms in the air cheering as fireworks go off. The top comment said, "Great to see dozens of people having an okay time."
I love that sentence. I'm going to use that. That's going to be after our Philly show. Dozens of people having an okay time.
Ro had a house party on an island and charged everyone thousands.
Yeah. Wow. He's a scammer at heart.
More people going to our holiday show than we're at this festival.
Yeah. That is true. We are Firefest 3.
Yeah. Lisa
Barlow canceled.
We were promising.
They promised Lisa Barlow. That was just a dentist appointment.
The live stream for the event was just priced at $6.99. Only had around 100 active users at its peak.
Damn.
I saw there
charging $6.99 for that?
At one point, there was just a live stream and just a camera on Billy McFarland, like on his phone, like nothing was happening.
Some performances also reportedly had technical issues, including at least 2 temporary power outages. French Montana was said to have tried to get the crowd to sing, and it was a lackluster response.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive.
Right, well,
French Montana married to like a billionaire?
No,
French Montana?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of stopped paying attention to French Montana after we interviewed him because things went south.
He needs this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, like he would say yes to this.
Yeah, she is a member of Dubai's royal family.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Oh.
But he's just like, you know what? I can make it on my own. I want to make my own money.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't need you. I'm going to Firefest 2 this weekend.
Hope you cashed that check already.
She's like, I'm so proud of you, babe. How did it go?
Yeah. I'd imagine I would double, triple check that money goes through from old Billy McFarland.
Oh, yeah.
Billy McFarland, what a guy. What a guy. Wow. I have a major announcement that I changed my nail shape.
Yes.
After the conversation on Friday's podcast with Justin Sylvester.
We just like immediately went, both of us.
We had nail appointment
and neutral nails.
Thank God we had nail appointments booked.
I know.
Because
we
were clocked.
We had everything bad he described, we had
going on. So I changed my shape though. And I really love it.
I think it looks really great.
Thank you. And even if you didn't, I would still.
No, but I think it looks good.
I would still love it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That's my vibe right now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I want to be the person that has these nails with a French on all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I might just continue to do
the exact same thing over and over.
Nail over and over. I have a friend who does that.
Yeah.
I have a friend who never
changes it.
Ever.
Yeah.
The same.
Well, when you have something that looks good and works.
Oh, it's always the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I like the classic French with the little square going on right now.
Yeah.
And not too wide.
No, it's not. It's not like it's not.
They're clean
because they're shorter. That's why too, which helps. Like it's not like a long. Sometimes with like a longer square, it's a different vibe.
And I saw my friend on Saturday who I was talking about on Friday, who's the nail judger.
Yeah.
And we were at the diner and I was eating and she just stopped and said, I just have to say, yeah, these nails.
There you go.
Like upped your points.
There you go.
Like she was like, this like just upped everything about you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, wow. She was like, yeah, these nails are it.
There you go.
I was like, you know what? I'll take it then.
There you go.
Thanks. I'm going to get these nails just going forward continuously.
As you should.
Yes.
As you should.
So ladies, if you are thinking about changing up your nail shape and you want to get a classic square with a French, it always hits.
Just do it.
Always hits, and take that plunge.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the topics for the rest of the show. We're going to be talking about Alix Earle and Braxton Berrios allegedly broken up.
Yeah.
Selena Gomez goes to the Chiefs game with Taylor Swift. Other people in that suite as well. Lena Dunham, Leonardo DiCaprio. I almost said Lena DiCaprio. Summer House trailer is good. Really good.
Yeah.
The Golden Globe nominations have been revealed. We also have the weekly watch report, and we have an interview with Lucas Bravo from Emily in Paris talking about season 5 that is right around the corner. So let's get into it. It's beginning to look a lot like holidays on the house at DraftKings Casino. Celebrate this season with bright lights and big wins at all of your favorite casino games. Spin more than 1,000 slots, everything from classics to exclusive new releases. New players get 500 spins over 10 days on your choice of cash eruption slots. Download the app and sign up with code CHICKS. Then choose from 10 different cash eruption slots and let it spin. In partnership with DraftKings Casino, the crown is yours. This was major news over the weekend. People were going insane over this, like I've never seen before.
Never seen before.
I was getting texts left and right, thinking we had an inside source. We don't know anybody.
I was too.
We got no inside source about this.
For some reason, this was the one that was like, if you're posting, you better, like they were like, if the Instagram is posting, you better have heard from Alix Earle herself.
Right. So people, Us Weekly, TMZ, all reputable sources. Like, to me, People Magazine is not reporting something unless they have a legit source. I don't think they can. Like, I think People Magazine is one of those magazines that, like, just doesn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Just doesn't
they
do that.
Try and
so they reported that Alix Earle and Braxton Berrios did break up. So Chicks in the Office reported that they broke up. Somehow people thought we had an inside source and we were revealing the breakup ourselves. No.
Source? Source!
My friends were going nuts.
I'm the same.
Like I said, I was with my friends and we posted it, and my friend picks up in front of my face and goes, "How do you know?" I'm like, I don't know. Like People Magazine. You don't know from someone specific? No, I don't know from somebody specifically, but a lot of news sources that are usually reputable announced that they had broken up. So this is still alleged. But to me, I have to say, because last night Alix Earle posted a video and she was in Braxton's house. Braxton's not there.
Yeah.
She had moved her stuff into Braxton's house. So my thoughts are, okay, well, Braxton's not there. She's got to get her stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably why she's there. If they were not broken up, don't you think one of them would respond to a comment or post just a quick Instagram and be like, "Oh my God, we're not broken." Like if someone announced you broke up with your husband, you'd be like, "Wait, no, we didn't." Like you would clarify it immediately because you wouldn't want people.
That's normally one I think people rush to be like, no, or even like just a reply on TikTok.
Just reply to a comment. No, we didn't break up.
And Alix, I feel like has like kind of alluded to something. You know, I saw people on TikTok commenting like, we need a life update or something, and she liked the comment. You know, so I feel like there's certain things that maybe are where she's alluding to. You know, full hot girl, I'm back, Miami, bad bitches out for a night out with the girls, which is totally fine, even if she was still
with
Braxton.
She did that anyway,
but it felt like it maybe had a little more kick behind it.
Yeah, and I'm like, don't. At this point, she's responding to other comments in the TikToks.
Yeah, right.
Wouldn't she just write, if someone wrote, "Did you and Braxton break up?" She'd just write back, "No." Like, that's it. Yeah. And that's how she responds to comments. Like, so people are like, "They didn't break up." I'm like, no, I think they did. I think they broke up, because why wouldn't you want the world to think you're broken up? No, you jump on and go, "No, we're not broken up." What?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want people to think that.
Right. Or it could be a break or a, who knows? You know, they could
knows,
be like a pause. Like,
maybe they put their relationship on pause.
Yeah.
But all I know is I don't think they're together right now.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. And it's not crazy to like come to that conclusion either. It doesn't feel like this is out of the blue, super duper random.
Did you see Dave commented on our post?
No.
Dave would like the most, like my dad was saying the same stuff when I was home for Thanksgiving about Dancing with the Stars. Is like the most, you know,
such a dad take
of
on
all
Dancing
time.
with the Stars.
He wrote,
yeah.
"Duh, no relationship survives Dancing with the Stars. You can't grind with attractive people for 2 months straight every day and survive it." And it's like, well, we're forgetting that like Danielle Fishel, you know, happily married, stayed with her husband.
Right. Hilaria made it through.
Hilaria and Al. I mean, if anyone's gonna make it through,
right.
But you know, yeah, of course.
But
no,
for sure. And that is such a classic like guy take of like, yeah, of course, like no one could be dancing with a hot guy and like make their relationship work. It's like
Joey and Kelsey.
Yeah,
you know that worked. So it does work. But I laughed hard when I saw that. I was like, I just that is such a Dave take to have about it.
Yeah,
but this took everybody by storm on the internet. Dumas was posting that Alix was walking out of a club with Nick from Love Island telling him that she broke up with Braxton. I don't think that meant like anything between Alix and Nick. I think they were just like friendly, hanging out. But somebody
were
wrote
just, like, at the same party
that she was telling him that they broke up. You know, I think that she was out a lot this weekend. She must have been telling a lot of people, because a lot of people were like, "Oh, I heard her say it. She told this person. She told that person." And I just gotta say, the way that people get on TikTok and they act like they know exactly what happened between these two.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to remember that we don't know. And we do it too. We have fun and we think about what could have happened with celebrities and stuff. We all do it.
Yeah.
But there are people getting on TikTok being like, "Down with Braxton Berrios."
No,
it's like, you don't know what happened.
For sure.
You have no idea what happened. So to automatically be shitting on one or the other, like to be shitting on Alix or to be shitting on Braxton,
yeah,
you know,
Yeah, 100%. I'm just going back to look because it's literally like all the top comments on all of her last videos. It's just like, please tell me they're reporting a false breakup. Like, it's like, well, she's not talking about it for a reason.
And also, I just have a question. Like, you're not personally friends with them. So them breaking up, how does that affect?
I know.
And, it sounds silly because we do that with, like when Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan broke up, it was like, no.
Yeah.
And, like Zoe Kravitz and I'm thinking of all of Channing Tatum's.
All Channing Tatum's relationships.
Channing Tatum's you're like, no. But, like, that's only for, like, a second, right? Because you're like, and then you get over it because you realize that's not your real life. And, like, you don't know these people and they're not in your friend group. So you're not going to be affected by it. And you're just going to move on. The way that people are acting about these two not being together any longer, I'm like,
I know.
You did not personally hang out with them. Your friend group's going to be okay. Your friend group's staying together if Alix Earle and Braxton Berrios break up.
She's so young, too. Like, it's just, who knows where life takes them. Maybe they find each other again. Maybe they don't. She's a superstar. And I'm sure, like, right now, personally, that this is very tough. Like, going through a breakup blows. And doing it at this magnitude, certainly not easy. Because it's like, she probably just wants to live her life right now, but every single comment is just like, did you break up?
Mm-hmm. It's worse than a celebrity break, like a major celebrity breakup. Like,
yeah, it is, because you just have more access to the people. Like, it's like she talks about her life on TikTok all the time. So all these like 12-year-olds also assume that she's going to post right away. It's like, well, my friend Alix is going to tell me if they broke up or not.
Right.
That's like you hold them to different standards too when like tabloids or whatever magazines start reporting about a breakup. It's like no one is getting on, like no one was being on Nina Dobrev's case being like, explain everything that happened in your breakup right now. Like, it's like
she was a little bit on TikTok. They were doing it a little bit.
I feel like it's more like she was playing into it more. I just think like maybe that's a bad example. I just think there's so many celebrity breakups where you're not immediately like, well, whoa, let's wait for them to explain it to us, because Alix does explain so much of her life to everyone that's why everyone is like, well, we'll wait and hear it from her.
Right. And then people
she just may not want to do that.
They just want to know so much more. Whereas like going back to Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz, it's like they broke up and then 2 days later we moved on from it.
Right.
We were like, all right, well.
But like with Alix, like, I want a story time of every little detail that happened.
Yeah.
Of why you broke up.
People are like ripping each of them, taking sides already.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't know what happened.
Right.
They could very well like be friends and, mutually decided that they're not in the same place. You don't know.
Yeah.
So it really, and maybe something did happen. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. It just got crazy on there, and it still is crazy. And it's going to be until she makes a TikTok about it, which I'm sure she will this week of some sort.
Yeah.
Moving on, Chiefs game Sunday night. We were talking to Justin about like what if Taylor were to bring like Blake Lively, which was funny because she ended up bringing Selena Gomez.
Yes.
And they were in a suite. Lena Dunham was in the suite. Leonardo DiCaprio was in the suite. They're all there having a good time.
Dubois posted a picture where it really looked like Selena Gomez was like in pain. Like it looked like they captured a reaction to like a not great moment on the field, because it looked like Selena was like it's just, I mean, tough game. Unfortunately, the Chiefs
tough game for Travis Kelce specifically.
Yeah, it's a tough game for Travis.
The Chiefs are just like not gonna.
Travis is just not. It's it's
right?
running. They might not make the playoffs. It's the first year in 9 years that they can't possibly win the AFC West.
Yeah.
They won the AFC West 9 years in a row.
I think they also said it's the first time in 10 years that they have a losing record in December.
Yeah. I mean, that probably makes sense. I did feel bad. Like,
too
after
focused
he
on
missed,
that damn restaurant.
And after he missed that.
Dude, focus on his podcast.
Yeah. After he's interviewing George Clooney. After he after he caught or didn't catch that pass at the end that ended up being the interception.
Drops. Yeah.
But like they showed him on the bench, and you could literally, because you've seen this happen to football players before. It's the classic, like you're thinking about running before you catch the ball. So like you're already turning before you catch the ball, which is totally what he was doing. And he's like sitting on the bench. You could see him just replaying the moment in his mind. And he literally goes, like he took his hand and was like, catch it. like you could see him do it. So yeah, not great.
I just would love to be in that box. Like, how are they reacting?
Interesting
to that
vibes in that box, I'm sure.
Probably start drinking. You know?
Like, I'm sorry, Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't really feel like either, like, I don't know much about their football fandom. Lena Dunham doesn't scream like big football fan to me.
Interesting.
Leo probably enjoyed his time.
That Lena Dunham was in there because Jack Antonoff, Lena Dunham.
Yeah. Well, they've always stayed friends, I will say. Like
Jack Antonoff and Lena Dunham?
No, I'm saying Taylor Taylor
has been always friends with Lena Dunham.
Both of them. Like, it's like even when they went through their breakup, it was like she seemed to stay friends with both of them. Obviously now Jack's remarried, and like I think Lena maybe is too. No,
yeah, I feel like I haven't seen Lena Dunham out in a while. Maybe that's why I was taken back.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's been a while for sure.
Like I feel like I haven't heard that name in years.
I haven't either.
You know, Lena Dunham. We used to talk about her a lot.
Yeah, she is remarried. They've been married since 2021.
Yeah, Lena Dunham and Taylor Swift haven't been seen together in years as well. Huh.
And it does say that they have, like, I think Lena Dunham and Jack Antonoff had a pretty amicable breakup.
Wow, Lena Dunham was a part of
like almost 10 years ago.
Was Lena Dunham a part of like the Bad Blood stuff?
What do you mean, in the music video?
Yeah.
Was she in the music video?
She's on.
I think she
Lena
was.
Dunham on stage. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm down like a Lena Dunham rabbit hole by accident. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she is in it, right?
In the Bad Blood music video.
Yeah, she is.
Wow.
Yeah, they always maintain their relationship.
Yeah, she was at the game last night, and although bad game for the Chiefs, maybe they had a nice time.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a fun experience still for Taylor to like show them all what the deal is. And then maybe Travis was like, by the way, Leo called. He wants to come too.
Yeah, and then, God.
And then you're like, okay, I guess Leo's going to be in the suite with us.
Fucking up that bad in front of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leo probably had a bunch of money on him too. Like,
I wouldn't sleep at night.
Right, he'd be like, shh, that's the game I invited.
That is a lot of pressure to have.
That's the game I invited Leo to.
Yeah.
Like those A-listers just in your box watching you. And
you know what? I don't think he cares.
I feel like, no, he doesn't. I don't think he cares. I think he definitely is just embarrassed because he dropped.
I think, right. I don't think he cares about them specifically. I think he cares that he's playing poorly in front of the world.
Yeah. I would be in the shower like, I can't believe I dropped that ball in front of Leonardo DiCaprio. You know?
Yeah.
I'm never going to be cast in one of his movies now.
Yeah.
He doesn't think I have it.
Yeah.
You know, like
this
all
has
the
gotta
things.
be it for him.
I always wonder what his energy is like post game, because I just feel like it can be so, like, going through a loss, especially like dating an athlete. I just feel like there's so many different temperaments that a guy can have. Like, I'm so curious what kind of loser he is, because he's never really been a loser, right?
Yeah.
Like, they've been so good for so long that now I'm like, this is all kind of new to them. That I'm like, what kind of loser is he? Like, is he leaving with Taylor and he doesn't want to say one word in the car ride home? Or is he like, brush it off? Like, now I'm with my girl, like, I can't have a bad attitude.
Maybe at this point, they have been bad all season that he's just like,
yeah.
You know, it's just, we got to wrap it up, babe. This is a bad season.
They've been bad before where, like, they still always figure out a way to, like, pull it together. And now, last night when he was walking on the sideline.
They haven't been this bad before.
Not this bad, but like going into the last couple of weeks, they're still like, oh, well, they'll like figure out a way.
I don't think there's been a question in years of them like, ooh, do we, like, even when they were quote unquote maybe lose a couple games, no one was like, they're not going to make the playoffs.
No, now definitely, but
now this
him
is by
walking on
far
the
worse.
sidelines last night, it looked like just a defeated man.
Yeah, for sure.
My favorite is when, so you know how like that whole thing became such a big thing last week, like, Travis says him and Taylor like don't argue.
Yeah.
The comments were like, oh really? He doesn't argue? How about when he shook his old man coach on the sidelines when they were fighting? Like, yeah, we know how he deals with conflict.
Jesus Christ!
They think
People
like him
so
fighting
insane.
with Andy Reid on the sidelines, like in that moment, is like how he treats Taylor at home. I'm like, are you guys fucking insane.
People are absolutely nuts.
Like, you can't separate the two.
Yeah.
Like, that is so... we see how he treats Andy Reid. Like, he must be smacking her around. Like, that's what people were writing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh...
No, it's actually people
are so insane.
People have really lost their minds. And I will say, like, normally I think they record their podcast, you know, it comes out Wednesdays, so it's like, you know, Monday, Tuesday the next week. And at that time, I'm sure he has enough time to like cool off. So he normally has a bit of a level head when it comes to like talking about the games and being like, I need to be better. Like, we're right there. It's like you kind of always like repeat the same things. But yeah,
I was thinking about that.
My, it's like, what's the car ride home looking like? Or is it like, I'll meet you at home? you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably.
I have to say though, George Clooney, like, I'm such a big fan.
I
was not a George Clooney.
Oh, he's just a
but
delight.
it's more just because in looks category, like people would really hype him up.
Yeah.
Silver Fox.
For sure.
George Clooney. And I don't think I was at the age to appreciate George Clooney yet.
100%.
And now I feel like I am at the age to appreciate George Clooney. And I fucking love that man.
Yeah.
I love George Clooney.
I think he's got one of the sexiest voices ever.
He is. Like, oh my God.
He's just got a voice.
George Clooney's a sex pot.
Yeah.
He is. Like, I'm like big on George Clooney these days. I'm like, you know what? And the way he speaks about his wife, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yep.
It's beautiful. I love it.
I know. That they did have a good interview with him. Because it's like, I don't know what it is with these big A-list actors. I don't know. They get on these podcasts with Jason and Travis, and I don't know if these guys especially want to be like
fans of football.
Because like either football fans or they like want to be like cool guy.
He's like, I got a gripe with you.
I got Jason and Travis. Like let's fool around. Let's like push each other and laugh. You know,
he's like, you know, I got a gripe. I'm a Bengals fan. I'm like, oh my God, George Clooney. I love you.
Yeah,
like
right.
I didn't know I felt this way about George Clooney, but now I do. And now I'm getting fed George Clooney, just like red carpet interviews and just like George Clooney in his daily life.
Yeah.
On my TikTok. I'm on George Clooney TikTok.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about it. You know?
Yeah.
George Clooney TikTok is a nice place.
That is a nice place to be.
It's a comforting place. It's like a warm hug. It's like this vest I'm wearing. It's like a warm little vest. George Clooney TikTok. So I'd like to stay there, but yeah, I could talk about George Clooney for a while, but we're gonna move on. One more thing, they are working on another Oceans. George Clooney did say.
I think I did see that. Yeah, I think that was confirmed.
It has been. They talked about that, or they confirmed it a while ago. But like he said in the interview, it's just a matter of like finding time that they're all available to do it, which they haven't been able to do yet. Clearly,
yeah, it's a lot of stars.
Yeah.
Ugh, love him. Okay. Moving on. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah. About George.
Just thinking about George.
That handsome fox.
Damn, you're talking about him almost like in Martin Short.
Different. Way different. George Clooney is like a sexy man who loves his wife and talks, you know, you want to hear him. You want to just talks. You just want to hear. You want to hear what he has to say about his life and the world and all that. Like, you know, just, you know, good stuff. Martin Short is a cutie little old man who's funny and loves dips like I do and things like that. You know what I mean?
This is like his character.
They're not really that far apart in age, are they?
George Clooney and Martin Short are very far apart in age.
15, like 15.
George Clooney is what, 60?
No, they're only like 10 years apart. Yeah, 11 years difference.
How old is he?
He's 64.
I was going to say, yeah.
And Martin Short is
75?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Martin Short feels more like 85.
Really? I feel like he doesn't because he has so much energy. Like,
no, I don't know. My grandpas are both 88 and they got a lot more energy than
Here's
Martin
the thing,
Short.
though. George Clooney and Brad Pitt are like
we don't know that. We don't know what Martin Short's day-to-day is like.
We saw him in person and
he was put on a show.
Yeah.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt are only a couple years apart, and this is just objectively speaking. I feel like Brad Pitt looks way younger than George Clooney.
Well,
I mean,
Brad Pitt's like aging backwards.
Brad Pitt's like the
Benjamin Button.
Yeah, he's the outlier in that conversation.
But you put Brad Pitt and George Clooney next to each other, and it's like, thank you. You know? No?
Yeah, I know. I completely agree.
Who are you going with, though?
George.
Really?
George is the more respectful man.
But it's like, you know who...
You haven't heard the best of things about Brad Pitt.
Why are the reasons why I'm picking him? I don't know if I want to be alone with Brad Pitt.
No, looks alone.
I mean, looks alone it's Brad
tough.
Pitt.
Yeah.
But when you're going,
but you're taking the whole picture,
package, you're going with George Clooney.
And the stories. Those, George doesn't have the stories that Brad has, and Brad's stories are not good.
So. No, and I started off.
I don't give a shit if Brad's a changed guy.
I don't know. I started off this whole conversation with the fact that I love the way that George Clooney speaks about his wife and that he's a respectful man.
Right. So we don't know if Brad's changed shit.
I don't know anything about Brad.
Yeah.
Besides, that's a handsome motherfucker.
I think we know plenty enough that was, some not good shit was that. Yeah. Sorry, once again, I'll go back to the Tom Cruise thing. Like, when your kids don't fuck with you, not good.
Yeah.
And that's, none of them want the Pitt last name. So I think that speaks for itself.
And that's a good last name, too.
And
objectively.
Yeah. Well, they don't want it, so.
Tom Cruise, he's so short.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another 60-something movie.
Yeah.
And he is not even close. I know people love Tom Cruise. He is not in the category as those guys.
Yeah.
And Leo, is just always going to be Leo. Everyone's always going to look at Leo like he's still Leonardo DiCaprio in the Titanic or The Departed or Wolf of Wall Street. If he was he looked great in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
That was like 10 years ago, too.
I know, but he, He
doesn't look bad.
I don't think Leo takes care of himself as much as the others.
He's been looking better recently.
When you see him out on those yachts, he don't give a shit, which I guess relatable. I
feel like, you respect that.
When you're lying around, belly out, tits out, whatever, it's like, give me, I'm on a yacht, give me a drink. I don't know what it's like to be on a yacht like him, but, on vacation, you just let everything hang out. And you're like, give me a drink, give me the food, whatever.
Living the good life.
He's just living the good life. And you know what? I guess I can respect that.
Did you see what he texted Timothée Chalamet?
About his hair?
About his hair, yeah.
There's going to be a battle, Golden Globes. We can move right on to that.
Yeah. Acorns believes that everyone has the potential to be a great investor. That's why they make it easy to start investing. With Acorns, you can sign up and give your money a chance to grow in 5 minutes. You can even start investing with just your spare change. Acorns will round every purchase you make up to the nearest dollar and automatically invest your spare change for you, which is why it's just so easy. You got to think of it like a responsible version of girl math, where now it's the holiday season, we're running around, we're busy going to pick up a gift, or you got a holiday party, you're grabbing a gift, a hostess gift or a Secret Santa gift, getting a little something for yourself, or on the way to work, you're picking up that coffee, that snack, whatever it is. All you have to do, sign up for Acorns, and then you're using that spare change to work for you. It's a coffee plus an investment in your future. And with the Acorns potential screen, you get a clear view of how your money could grow over time. Plus, you can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're building towards your goals. Ready to see your money's potential? Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $20 bonus investment. Head to acorns.com/chicks or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 2 compensation provided. Potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings. Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performances of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/chicks.
Golden Globe nominations came out. And Leonardo DiCaprio and Timothée Chalamet nominated in the same category.
They'll be going head to head.
Which is fucking epic. If I'm Timothée Chalamet, I'm like, you move over, Leo. I got your ass. I'm going to beat your ass. I
feel like that's exactly what you would say.
I think if I'm Timothée Chalamet, I'm chirping Leonardo DiCaprio over text. Yo, I'm going to beat you. I hope that they have that rapport. I'd like to think that they do. If Leo is texting Timothée things about him shaving his head and shit.
Right. That sounds like they could
joke.
Joke around with each other.
I feel like Leo could joke.
Both of those movies are, this is the whole Golden Globes thing where it's comedy, the movies are in.
Yeah. Best Motion Picture Drama, you got Frankenstein, Hamnet, It Was Just an Accident, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. I don't know what those 3 middle movies are. It Was Just an Accident, The Secret Agent, and Sentimental Value.
I haven't heard of those either.
Haven't heard a lick about 3 movies in the category. I will say, I think this is the first time that's ever happened where I've looked at a category and half the movies I just have I couldn't even tell you what they are. Like, I haven't seen one. And if Noah hasn't seen what any of them are, our resident movie guy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Our film connoisseur.
I don't know.
What are these movies, Noah?
I don't know. I'm looking them up. It Was Just an Accident. I'm not. This looks like maybe it's a foreign film.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it's probably because.
How far we've come from talking about Emilia Perez this last year to now. Time flies by.
I'm like, what are these movies?
The Secret
Agent? It's got a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes.
2 hours and 40 minutes. Yeah. I'm not recognizing, like, these could, I'm only saying they're foreign because
this one is, I think, also foreign.
A lot of actors I know, and yeah.
This one, I think, is also foreign.
Sentimental Value is Stellan Skarsgård and Elle Fanning. But yeah, the other 2 I don't know.
Huh.
This is where it's tricky though, like musical or comedy, and it's one battle after another, which was funny.
Right.
But I wouldn't. Comedy.
It's not a comedy movie.
But neither is. I don't know. The Golden Globes like make way for, I feel, this where sometimes if there's something funny in a movie, they're like, let's put it in comedy, so they have more.
There's one joke.
So they have more space for dramas, because some of these movies that were nominated for drama, like they're not going to be nominated for an Oscar. We have no clue what they are. Yeah. At least in Best Picture, because like Begonia is in musical or comedy. Marty Supreme is in musical or comedy. One Battle After Another. Like those are all.
I haven't seen Marty Supreme, but it doesn't scream like comedy to me.
I will speak to the.
There's got to be at least
Hollywood
one laugh in there.
This is just every year, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, as always, we have this conversation every year. And then also Blue Moon. You watched, that's what you watched last week, right? Hawke. Blue Moon, No Other Choice.
Blue Moon is like, it's not a musical, but it's very centered around music.
Nouvelle Vague is also in musical or comedy.
Look at Zootopia 2 and Best Motion Picture Animated.
I'm really happy that
it should win, no question. Although K-Pop Demon Hunters is nominated as well, so
I'm happy that I can root for Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
and also Timothée Chalamet.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. I'm rooting for Michael B. Jordan in that category because I love Sinners.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm rooting for Leonardo DiCaprio because I haven't seen Marty Supreme.
Right.
Now, I got to watch Marty Supreme to then decide, am I rooting for Leonardo DiCaprio or Timothée Chalamet? I guess I would maybe now go back to what I was just saying right at the start of this conversation, is that I would be rooting for Timothée Chalamet to beat Leonardo DiCaprio because it would be funny.
George Clooney got a nomination.
But sometimes I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio just doesn't get his flowers at these award shows like he deserves.
Yeah.
And you know, like Timothée Chalamet still has a lot of time.
But that's what they said about Leo, probably, like he has a lot of time and then he just never got one.
And then he got it for The Revenant, which was like, really? You know, like, the movie he doesn't talk? It's all about the acting, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly,
though, tough year though when he
I was saying though, I think Ethan Hawke could honestly like be a sneaky, like he's gonna beat both of them.
Yeah.
Not that I think he should, but
but just,
and I'm going for commercial appeal, obviously. I'm talking about the two, you know.
But people are talking about Marty Supreme as if like he has to win for this. So.
Yeah, I've seen
I guess my thought process is, and I haven't seen the movie yet, like what could be so like Golden Globe Oscar winning about him being a ping pong player, but I guess we'll find out. You know,
I think
like
it's very like Uncut Gems like type performance where it's not really about, from what I'm hearing, it's not really about like the ping pong.
Yeah, it's less
so
about
much.
the ping pong,
just
and more about the guy and the hectic
ambition.
life.
Because you hear ping pong movie and you're like,
yeah.
God, this is like Dodgeball. This is a comedy film.
No.
The No Wicked for Good nomination in in motion picture, musical, or comedy. It's only in the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award that also has Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, K-pop Demon Hunters, Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning, Sinners, Weapons, Wicked for Good, and Zootopia 2.
Ariana Grande did get nominated, though.
Yeah, they did. They were nominated, but the movie itself, which I honestly like, Wicked, I think part one was better as a whole, so like whatever makes sense to me.
They didn't win any gold.
You're just going off box office achievement. Zootopia 2 did break records. So
did it?
Yeah. It was like the 4th highest grossing movie opening weekend ever.
Wow.
Like all the Marvel movies, it's like up there with all the Marvel movies.
I mean, Noah, we are missing out on Zootopia.
Yeah, I gotta watch Zootopia.
You and I.
I've been talking about it like all week. I was telling people about it all weekend.
Is it that good? Like,
it's really very good.
What is so good about it?
It's funny.
It's funny.
It's
like,
funny.
actually?
It's sweet. It's heartwarming. It's a solid animated. It's everything you want an animated movie to be, in my mind.
I gotta give this shit a try.
Yeah.
Oh, Miley Cyrus got nominated.
Yeah, I'm going through best motion. You're jumping ahead.
I'm scrolling.
Motion picture. A lot of the foreign films. There are. It Was Just an Accident is French. No Other Choice, South Korean. Secret Agent is Brazilian. Sentimental Value, Norwegian. Sirat, Spanish, and The Voice of Hind Rajab is from Tunisia. Performance by a female actor in a motion picture drama: Jessie Buckley, Jennifer Lawrence. Renate Rensive? I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. She's in Sentimental Value. She's probably Norwegian. Julia Roberts, Tessa Thompson, and Ava Victor. These are also nominated for movies that I don't like. After The Hunt. Sorry, but I don't know what any of these movies are. Male actor drama: Joel Edgerton, Oscar Isaac, Dwayne Johnson, Michael B. Jordan, Wagner Moura, and Jeremy Allen White. And musical comedy for female: Rose Byrne, Cynthia Erivo, Kate Hudson, Chase Infinity, Amanda Seyfried. Did I get that right? Seyfried.
Who knows?
I thought it was either Seyfried or Seyfried or Seyfried.
I don't know. I always change. I always say Seyfried.
I always say it wrong. That's why.
Like I always say Amanda Seyfried, but I have no idea if that's correct.
And Emma Stone.
Said it that way my whole life.
Yeah.
I don't know. Emma Stone's gonna win for Begonia. It's one of those things that she wins for a Yorgos film.
Every time.
She's gonna be like the most winningest actor of all time at this point.
Yeah.
She won for The Favorite. She won for Paper. Why am I blanking?
Yeah, the one she just did. What is that called?
Which one?
The one that just came out.
Favorite Things. No. She won for The Favorite, and then she also won for.
Didn't she win for La La Land?
No, for the Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Sorry, I said.
Sorry.
Poor Things and The Favorite, and then she's gonna win for Begonia. Like I just feel like if she makes a film with him,
she's
she's
like
winning.
a lock. Female supporting role: Emily Blunt, Elle Fanning, Ariana Grande, Inga Ibsdotter Elias. Sentimental Value, a lot of nominations. Elle Fanning also in Sentimental Value. Amy Madigan for Weapons, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. She really was so good in that. And then supporting actor: Benicio del Toro, Jacob Elordi, Paul Mescal, Sean Penn, Adam Sandler, Stellan Skarsgård. Interesting that Paul Mescal is a supporting role.
I don't know the movie.
Hamnet. It's like it's about like he plays Shakespeare, and Jessie Buckley plays his wife, but Jessie Buckley was nominated for Best Performance by a Female Actor, not supporting, but Paul got supporting, which is interesting. Just thought they put him in that category. I feel like I haven't seen the movie. Kelly said it was fantastic. Director: Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Ryan Coogler, Sinners, Guillermo del Toro, Frankenstein, Jafar Pahani for It Was Just an Accident, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. Screenplay: I mean, honestly, like, Sinners was so fucking good. I know that this is But I feel like it's because all these movies come
feel like
out
it's
at
gonna
this
get
time
snubbed.
of year. Like it's like all these movies come out like at the end of the year, like around award season. But like Sinners was just such a incredible like idea.
Sinners was so good.
Yeah.
And I thought it was my favorite movie of the year until I saw One Battle After Another. And then you see One Battle After Another and you're like, wait a second.
That was a great movie.
Film. You know, like you when you compare the two.
They're both like A's for me.
Yeah,
no,
totally.
they're both great, but you're just like, wow, that one real, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, Miley got nominated.
Those are like
for
my
her,
top 2 of the year.
But
for her
Michael B.
Avatar
Jordan
song.
playing 2 people, like that should count for something.
He deserves to win.
For sure. Golden
Don't
K-pop
forget, one
Demon
twin was
Hunters.
hotter than the other.
Yeah.
Which one?
I forget.
Stack or Smoke?
I remember when people were like, why did I think one twin was hotter than the other? And they're both Michael B. Jordan.
Same person. I Lied to You by Sinners. This is the best original song.
Oh, that shit.
No Place Like Home. See, this is also why it's like, okay, they put in 2 new songs into Wicked. They're both nominated. Girl in the Bubble and No Place Like Home, both nominated.
Remember when I said
Train Dreams?
Jesse Solomon was singing like the guy in Sinners?
Oh, that was a wild take.
It was more, no, it was more like he wanted to sound
Right, it was like
the guy
the
in
style
Sinners.
he was
The
trying
main
to
kid?
sing.
Yeah, he like Jesse Solomon was trying to sing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the main guy in Sinners.
Drama.
That whole sequence was like actually happening at his live show. Like,
Yeah, we were with West after our live show. We were playing the videos, and I was like, he sounds like the guy from Sinners. And I was like, but not actually, like not, you know, not good like the guy from Sinners, but he sounds like he wants to be.
In TV, you got The Diplomat, The Pit, Pluribus, Severance, Slow Horses, The White Lotus. Some of your faves.
that's gonna be tough.
That's
I
all
mean,
the drama. And then musical or comedy, Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, The Studio, limited series, Adolescence, All Her Fault. It's funny because it's like this is where you're
Didn't
at the end of the year.
Adolescence
I know, it's just because the
already win
timing of
awards?
the
for what? What was that? The Emmys?
the Emmys. It feels like we've done this all already.
Yeah.
Adolescence, All Her Fault, The Beast in Me, Black Mirror, Dying for Sex, The Girlfriend. It's just like the eligibility period is different, where it's like it's the like All Her Fault obviously was not nominated for Emmy. It just came out, but it's like
I'm kinda
Adolescence
surprised at
still
that.
can because it was like at the beginning of the year.
I'm surprised All Her Fault is able to be nominated. I feel like it came out yesterday.
I mean, The Beast. So did The Beast in Me.
Both of them came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the Beast in Me also
Like
recent.
you would have thought they had these awards like mapped out.
Yeah.
Oh, The Girlfriend nominated too. For that was
The
so
Girlfriend
good.
was good.
Drama female, Kathy Bates, Britt Lauer, Helen Mirren, Bella Ramsey, Kerry Russell, Rhea Seehorn? She's the actress in Pluribus.
I don't know her.
Yeah, she spells it with an H-E-A.
H-E-A.
So,
yeah,
different.
Yeah.
Rhea.
Male
That's
actor,
like
drama.
the autocorrect when I write your name sometimes.
Yeah, Sterling K. Brown, Diego Luna, Gary Oldman, Mark Ruffalo, Adam Scott, Noah Wiley.
Paradise feels like I'm a lifetime.
Paradise does feel like a lifetime ago.
Noah Wiley should win.
He is so good, but so was they were all really good.
Slow Horses, people rave about.
People love Slow Horses. For female musical comedy, Kristen Bell, Io Debris, Selena Gomez, Dasha Leone, Jenna Ortega, Jean Smart. All the usuals, you know. Adam Brody, Steve Martin, Glenn Powell, Chad Powers. Pop off, Glenn. Seth Rogen, Martin Short, Jeremy Allen White.
I'm sick of Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, seriously.
God.
He's nominated for Bruce Springsteen. He's nominated for The
Bruce and the Bear.
God.
When People Do Movie and TV. Female Unlimited, Claire Danes, Rashida Jones, Amanda Seyfried, Sarah Snook, Michelle Williams, Robin Wright. Robin Wright was so good in The Girlfriend. Sarah Snook was so good too. Yeah. And then male, Jacob Elordi for The Narrow Road to the Deep North, which I don't know what that is. Paul Giamatti, Stephen Graham, Charlie Hunnam, Jude Law, Matthew Reese. Jude Law, Black Rabbit was so good. Supporting role, Carrie Coon, Aaron Doherty, Hannah Einbinder, Catherine O'Hara, Parker Posey, Amy Lou Wood. That's three of those for White Lotus. Owen Cooper, Billy Crudup, Walton Goggins, Jason Isaacs, Jamel Tillman, Ashley Walters. That's 2 Adolescents and 2 White Lotus. And that's kind of all the big ones. And we also have Best Podcast this year. which we can talk about as we are a podcast. No nomination for us this year, but you never know. You never know in years to come.
Yeah.
Golden Globe nominations for Best Podcast are Armchair Expert, Dax Shepard, Collar Daddy, Good Hang with Amy Poehler, The Mel Robbins Podcast, Smartless, and Up First.
I'm rooting for Amy Poehler.
I fucking love Amy Poehler's podcast.
Same.
Like, Amy Poehler's podcast is such a comfort to me. Like, I look forward to it every week. So I will also.
So Dax Shepard is nominated twice for podcasts. He's on Smartless, right?
No.
Oh, who am I thinking of?
Smartless is Will Arnett, Jason Bateman.
Will Arnett. I always confuse him and Will Arnett.
Well, Will Arnett and Amy Poehler, head-to-head exes. Exes in the podcast category.
Yeah. What would be sick for Alex Cooper, though, like if she won that.
Extremely.
And it's like, fuck all these actors who have
all these
probably
actors
been
who now
nominated
do
for
podcasts.
Golden Globes.
Yeah, well, they threw Mel Robbins in there, and then Up First is NPR, so, they're like...
Well, yeah, it's like, what's the word I'm looking for Mel Robbins? I don't
know.
Overexposure?
Oh, right. You're saying you saw her everywhere.
Let them.
Yeah, let them. Yeah,
that was everywhere this year.
That was. And good for she exposed herself just enough to be nominated for a Golden Globe. And I will say that her podcasts were on the top of every single like end of year list for like most listens.
Motivational.
No
Meghan Markle nomination.
Well, thank God.
No, I don't think she was able to get a podcast up this year, or else if she did, it probably would have been nominated.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps up the nominations. We have to talk about the Summer House trailer. This trailer was juicy.
Yes,
wow.
it was.
This trailer brought me to tears.
Oh, my goodness gracious. For what part?
I don't know.
Just in general?
I just like...
Was it like the flashbacks in the beginning?
I don't know. I think I just really want Amanda to leave Kyle.
Yeah.
I
it's
think
moved you to tears?
Genuinely, I'm like, this man is a sicko. Like, I want to be her friend to tell her to get, and I'm sure her friends have.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from this guy. The fact that he fell asleep at a fan's apartment, whether they hooked up or not, is unforgivable. I don't care.
Oh, I'm with you on that.
You are a married man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get your ass home to your wife. Like, you are despicable. The way he talks to her, the way he treats her, I don't know what Amanda wants. She tells you season after season, bro. She tells you season after season what she wants. So
and
figure it out. I had the biggest gig of my life. Yeah, what she said in the trailer, what he did was she wanted him to slow down, stop partying. He said, you know what? I'm going to make a living off partying. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Because he can't grow up. And
it's honestly actually almost the most manipulative thing you can do is like take something that your wife doesn't want, but turn it into something that like makes you money that you can now say like, oh, you're taking away this opportunity from me now that I want to do, to spin it where like now she's the bad guy if she tells him she doesn't want him DJing because now he's decided to like make money off doing it.
It genuinely hurts my heart for her. The fact that I don't know what it is. Like,
my jaw dropped. Couldn't have hit the floor harder when she was like, he fell asleep at a fan's apartment, came home at 6:30 in the morning. What is he even doing at a fan's apartment in the first place? Like,
no, that's what I mean.
How do you get there? You don't go to the fan's apartment in general.
No, just leave him though. Leave him. Like if that happens, leave him. That is unacceptable. That is not okay. Like I don't know what it is. I don't. Oh, maybe she loves him. Oh, well, sometimes like. You know what? You gotta just call it quits. Because the way that you are treated is just sad. And I feel like, does she realize how many people would be supporting her if she left? Like, everyone would be rooting for her.
She does, which
like,
is like
get away from this man. Like, you could thrive without him. You do not need him to treat you this way. Like, it is so sad to see. Like, I genuinely felt hurt watching the trailer for her. I was like, what? Why does she stay? Why? And he's like, you know what we have trouble with? Compatibility, intimacy. So end it. End it. Like, that is it. What? my God, you guys are going to live miserable for the rest of your lives. Is that what you want? Like, I feel like I'm in the friend group when I watch the trailer. I'm like, oh my God. Like when Sierra's yelling at her, like that's insane. I'm like, yes, it is so insane. It's not okay.
Yeah, it is really wild. And Amanda was like making a joke about it on Instagram last night. She like, I think she was at Lindsay's apartment because she has that little cute, it's like obviously for a kid, it's for Gemma, of a little like Santa's workshop little hut thing that's like next to their Christmas tree. And she was like in it and she's like, I'm finally going to address the rumors about me and Kyle living separately. Like this is my new home. Like joking about coming out of the little like Sandra's workshop. I'm like, I don't know. It's like, it's gotten to the point that it's so out of this world to me that I'm like, is it all fake? Like that's, it's gotten to the point where like, and I know it's not, but at the same time, I'm like, it's so ridiculous to me that he is behaving this way and that they're still married that I'm like, maybe it's just all for like, maybe it's all fake for drama. Like, but then that also would be so fucking insane too. But it's so insane to me that like we're seeing them tell these stories and it just couldn't be more clear that they have just an endless list of issues.
At the end of the day, these two are just not compatible and it should not be together.
Yeah.
And it is.
I don't even know if it's a compatibility thing. It's just like Kyle maybe shouldn't be married.
Yeah. He's, I had no words for it. Like I can't even watch it without getting mad.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, who does he think he is?
I know.
Like it is insanity to be acting that way.
And it looks like we got a little perhaps Sierra West rekindling, which was hinted at in the trailer as well, which I saw people pretty excited about in the comments. I wasn't sure how that was going to go in the fan response because everyone's so pissed about how West treated Sierra, rightfully so. But I will say I felt like I saw a lot of comments of people being like, I know I probably shouldn't be rooting for it, but I'm really rooting for Sierra and West. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, we just got to hope that doesn't go down the same way it did last time.
Right, exactly. Like he can't repeat that behavior again. It would be really bad. No. But I would like to see them get to a good place.
Yeah, that would be nice. And whether they're just friends.
Yeah. Because definitely seemed like some flirty behavior going on. So I don't know. The season certainly looked good. I will say that.
Yeah. It looked really great. Yeah. It was a great trailer.
Yeah.
But
you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna set up the perfect ending for Kyle and Amanda to have this awful season of Summer House where it's like, are they gonna get divorced? What's going on? Are they gonna break up? To them going right into a new spinoff show that's going to be like, oh, we're the rumors of us living separately. Like we're going to we'll find out like what all that shit was going on because they were filming the show in the last few months.
That's what I feel like happens is that they don't want to say what is happening because they want people to watch the show.
Yeah. But it's all still happening. But it's like, we're not going to talk about it until it's on TV.
Yeah, like, and Amanda's story, I'm not like, that's not so cute. Like, your husband, watching your husband treat you like this is not cute. Like, it's not. So, I am rooting for her to get out of that. And I'm rooting for, like, Kyle. He doesn't want to be married. So, like,
Right. Clearly, like, neither of them are giving each other what they want. Like,
so just get out of it because you don't want to be miserable the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You want to be happy. They got so much life to live. Like, don't stay in this. It's no good. But yeah, great trailer, though. I'll be looking forward to the season. All right, that wraps up the topics.
For anyone still hunting for the perfect gift, Aura Frames makes it look like you planned it all along. Aura Frames, it's such a great gift. Maybe you had a big life event this year. Like if you are recently married, this is such an amazing gift for family members or whoever that you want to commemorate. You have all those pictures from the wedding and all your family members are always asking, oh, send me the pictures from the wedding. I want all the pictures from the wedding. Well, if you get an Aura frame, you can load all the pictures onto the frame and then give the frame as a gift. And it's so easy to use. You can share photos and videos effortlessly straight from your phone all year long. You can also personalize the gift and add a message before it arrives. And a gift box can be included. So every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code CITO at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code CITO. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. And also support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, let's get into the Weekly Watch Report, where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly Watch Report on Monday, Weekly Watch Report on Monday, Weekly Watch Report on Monday, Weekly Watch Report on Monday. So we talked about the Diddy documentary at the beginning, Disgusting Evil Man. That gets a solid A. That was a really good documentary. Curtis Jackson, he did a wonderful job. And the people who videotaped it, who actually had the footage, great job. And everybody who spoke up about him, very, very brave. And it's really just very brave, because he is a terrifying man. That gets an A.
Yeah.
I have been watching week to week I Love LA, and I have forgotten to talk about it every single week.
Yeah.
I don't know if I love or hate this show. Every episode, I have anxiety watching it. It's an anxiety-ridden show.
Yep.
But I watch it every week.
Yep.
Like I said, I'll give it a B.
Yeah.
I can't tell if I don't like it or if I like it.
Yeah, you're just like cruising through it.
I watch every Sunday.
Yeah.
The Grinch, the new one, the cartoon, which I guess is not super new. When did it come out? I don't know.
A few years ago.
I give that a B+. I really liked it.
Cute.
It's very cute.
Yep.
The Mormon Wives reunion.
Yeah.
I was bored by it.
Same.
I'll give that a C+.
And you know what? It's not their fault. It's just like when you film all day long and then you only have an hour reunion episode, so much stuff gets cut. Like I just like really didn't care for a large portion of it to be given to Dakota. Like, why are we sending, the show's called Mormon Wives, like dad talk, fucking calm down, you know? And I'm like, we're sending off all the wives so that Dakota can have his time to speak. I don't give a shit about what Dakota has to say.
I agree. And I also just feel like with everything going on right now, all of this drama is so past. Like, we have so much more going on currently that like when I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, well, we're, you know what I mean? What's going on now?
That is true. It is really hard for them to do a reunion, I think, where it's like all focused on a season. At this point, they've already filmed a whole nother season. Where it's like, okay, so now we have to go back to talking about season 3, and the general public knows that there's all this other drama, and even Stassi, like, multiple times had to be like, I guess we're gonna have to wait till season 4. Like, it's just a lot that they don't talk about, and like you can't fully get the full picture on. I feel like it at least should have been 2 hours. Maybe that could have helped like hash out some more stories or like have some more conversation in it, because it just felt really rushed, like you said.
Yeah, I agree. And I've been watching Seinfeld every night as the new bedtime show, which I've been having the debate in my head. You know what I'm going to say. What's funnier?
Oh, Seinfeld or Friends.
I think
I feel like they're so different, but
they are so different. They are. I can't, because as I'm watching Seinfeld, I'm like, Friends to me is the better show.
Right.
But Seinfeld is the funnier show.
Right. Well, because like Seinfeld's like,
it's a show about nothing.
You know, show about nothing. So,
and every episode's different.
The funny moments are certainly hilarious. But like,
it's so funny.
You're not like invested in the characters as much as you are in Friends.
That's why I think Friends is the better show.
Yeah.
You know, you're invested in the storyline, where Seinfeld's just funnier.
Right.
And I believe that is everything I watch. I have to say, there are a lot of shows that I have watched and finished in the past year that I have just forgotten about to bring up on this show. I realized that yesterday was when I was writing down everything I watched. I was like, my God. When I remembered I Love LA, I was like, I feel like I have done this multiple times throughout the year.
Yeah.
Well, I bring up a show and then I'm like watching it and then I just forget to just, you know.
I do that too, and I guess the finale, I'm like, I watched this entire show.
Yeah, I forget to close the circle, close the gap. I have left out grades for multiple shows, but that's it. I can't remember them now. Time moves on.
Episode 4 of Stranger Things, really so good. That's an A. I thought that episode was fantastic. Spoilers, no spoilers, but like the end of that episode was amazing. I think, you know, opened the door for a lot of things. Seeing the videos of the cast all reacting, like at the table read to what happens at the end of episode 4, I thought was great.
Don't spoil it because I'm gonna watch.
Well, how many seasons of Stranger Things have you watched? 0?
1 and half of 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch this season though.
You're just gonna jump into 5. I think you definitely can.
I'm going to watch a recap.
Yeah.
On some things that happened before.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch this season.
Yeah. Right, because it's going to be like a big affair. It's going to be like
such
a big
thing.
Yeah.
And I want to be in it.
For sure.
You know?
That's fair. I don't blame you. I'm feeling
a little left out.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, fantastic episode this week. I'll give it a B+. Seeing them all argue, dress in colonial garb. Really some good stuff right there. Bronwyn putting together this Spill the Tea Boston Tea Party. Just amazing. Watching them all put those wigs on. Fantastic. It's cinema. It really is. I watched the first episode of the new Vanderpump. Vanderpump Rules is back with a whole new cast. I'm not quite sure how I feel yet because obviously it feels weird. But at the same time, I'm like, who are all these fame-hungry new reality stars? Because you know that's why one of the guys was on Perfect Match on Netflix. I'm like, oh, you just so happen to be a new bartender at Sir. Like, you know, it's like they cast for this show.
Classic.
And then they all throw them into Sir, along with some people who have certainly been working at Sir. One of these girls feels messy. She's the older guy she's dating. Lisa's got to put her on suspension. There's a lot going on. It does feel messy, like how the OG cast felt messy. So we'll see how it goes. I'll give it it's like a C- to start because I don't know where it's going, and it feels like I'm at season 1 episode 1 even though it's like season 12 episode 1 kind of thing. I started to watch the in-season Hard Knocks on HBO because it's about the NFC East, so I wanted to see the stuff about the Eagles, but it's about the whole conference. So, well, not the whole conference, the whole division. And that's interesting. It's just seeing more of the behind the scenes of the players, coaching staff across the board for Giants, Cowboys, Commanders, Eagles. It was good. I'll give it a B. You know, I was interested, especially after like the Eagles have been losing. You want to see like what the conversation is like. Still watching Love Island Australia. I think I'm only on like maybe episode 15 now. It stays a C. Like I keep watching it, but I'm just really just throwing it on. Mormon Wives, I'll give the reunion a C as well. It just has so much potential, and I think the reunions could be a big letdown, and that has nothing. Like, I thought Stassi was amazing. I think Stassi was a great choice, and I think she did a really great job. It's just like, there's so much more I wish we saw, and it really is a miss to not have it be 2 hours, like, or at least make it 2 parts. Like, I just think that the demand is there, so why not do it? And they filmed for 13 hours anyway. They're like, we're there all day. I watched Jingle All the Way, the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, holiday movie. Joe and I had never seen it.
Wait, Turbo Man?
Yes, Turbo Man.
Great movie.
Terrible movie. I get it. Like, I get why people like love it because it's so bad that you're like, and it's like Arnold being Arnold.
It's so good.
And it got to the point where like, it's a short movie and maybe there was like 30 minutes left. And Joe's like, so the whole thing is the toy. Like there's no like the whole thing is like, yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the whole movie. Like I think that's the whole thing. Not, you know, it's a D. It's fine. I certainly like I get it. It has all the holiday cheer. It's just I can understand if it was something you grew up watching that it's one you go back to and love and want to watch every year. It will probably not be one I return to. And that's everything I watched.
Okay. Watch the Diddy documentary. That's an A, I think. It's just crazy. He's a super villain.
Every step you take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he doesn't have a lot of good music that I like, you know?
Yeah.
That's good.
I agree.
Like, there's really not much.
And he fucking wished he did.
Yeah, he does. Well, that was a funny thing in the documentary, too, is everyone being like, he sucks. He can't even, like, rap. Like.
Yeah, he fucking wished so badly that he would have the hits that his people did, and he just couldn't. Get Biggie off that Rolling Stone cover. I'm going to be on the Rolling Stone cover. Fucking wild.
I'm caught up on Stranger Things. I watched, like, up to where we're at now. So, the last 3 episodes I watched. Good. I think I'm just gonna give it a B, like, for the season. Like, I'm not, like, I'm enjoying it when I'm watching it, but then there are so many points where I'm like, I can't ignore the like, as much as I don't want to care about the acting and writing. It's more present than it has been in the past for me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm seeing other people talk about it.
I don't find it to be any different tthan seasons past.
I don't know. Some of the acting,
like, in a worse way.
Maybe because they're older.
Who to you is like Noah
Schnapp?
You just think?
I think he's just so bad. Like, it's like it's funny. Like, I'm laughing because it's so bad. Like, there's some.
I really don't think he's that bad. But
it's like, we have to save him. Like, I don't know. Some of it's.
Yeah.
But I just wish that they were in the Upside Down. Like, that's way more interesting to me. Like, whenever there's action, I'm like tied in.
Yeah, I mean, season 4 felt like a video game.
Yeah, it was insanely gory to me. That I'm like, this is a kid, technically a kid.
Well,
show.
it is definitely not a kid show, but
yeah, I don't know.
I don't really know what kids are watching Stranger Things now.
I'll give so that's like a B. Pluribus, last episode, I'll give an A-. Like, I just think it's a really good show. I don't know what else to say, other than really cool. I like the premise of this last episode, and. I watched Jay Kelly yesterday, the Netflix movie
Adam
with
Sandler, George
Clooney. The first, like, 10, 15, even maybe 30 minutes, I was like, oh, wow, I like this. Like, and then it really just took a dive for me.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, I like the dynamic of George Clooney and Adam Sandler, like, in Hollywood, and then George Clooney, like, the whole storyline, just, he, like, went to Europe, and I didn't love it. But I'll give that a C+. I feel like it had a lot of potential, and then it just didn't hit for me.
Damn.
But yeah, that's all I watched.
Right. Adam Sandler wore a suit to that premiere.
That's good. I feel like he's like George Clooney.
He's like, I gotta dress up for George Clooney. Yeah. We all feel that way. All right, that is everything we watched. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. The holidays are a time of traditions. Some people have many in their family, while some have none or are just beginning their own. Now's the time to reflect on what they mean to you, or to rewrite those traditions and make your own, like perfecting a new hot chocolate recipe, or continuing your great aunt's sweet potato pie recipe, or making your own recipe. Incorporating therapy into your new or existing traditions can help ensure you take time for yourself during what can be a very joyful, but also hectic and lonely time of the year. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This December, start a new tradition by taking care of you. Our listeners get 10% off at BetterHelp.com/office. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/office. All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by Lucas Bravo, here to talk about Emily in Paris Season 5, coming out this Friday. We are super, super excited to have you here. You said you're comfortable already, so welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
We're very excited to have you. I feel good energy in here. You said your stylist loves the show, which is great. Anytime someone comes in, they're like, we're familiar with what you guys are doing. I'm like, great. This feels comfortable for everybody.
And good taste from a stylist, which is high praise. So we are honored, but you are here in New York for, a short amount of time, here to talk about Emily in Paris. But where do you live?
And the rest of the...
Because I said I wanted to ask you, but I was saving it.
I live in Paris, but I haven't been home much. I've been traveling a lot. You go to different sets around the world, and it's super grateful. But it's good to be home.
In comparison to New York City, how do you feel?
It's the same energy, honestly.
Really?
New York and Paris are very similar. You can walk everywhere, which is nice. I like to walk to different destinations, and especially to my fridge and back. And
especially when it's cold.
Especially when it's cold. Yeah.
You said it was cold here, but it gets really cold in Paris.
Yeah, but the thing is here with the big avenues, you know, you get that wind that just like, you know,
knocks you
takes everything off and just your skeleton left on the sidewalk.
That is true. That is very true. I've only been to Paris once, and it was in like the spring, which was a perfect time in my opinion, because it was not really, it was not super hot, but it was still really nice.
How long ago was it?
I loved it. That was a year and a half ago. I went like May of 2024.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of when that was.
You wouldn't recognize it. It's so different now. Everything is, it's very like Amsterdam. It's a lot of bicycles. And
I want to go back too, because when I went, it was right when like things were starting to close because of the Olympics. So I didn't get to really do everything that I wanted to do because they were starting to do all the big structures and the stands. And
8 years ago?
No, last year.
Oh, you went back. You went back last year.
It was just last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Is there something in Paris that you think they should have in New York?
I mean, you know, now the world is like one big thing, so we pretty much have everything everywhere. Just Five Guys arrived in Paris recently. We have Dunkin' Donuts, so I know everything you have, we have, and vice versa. And what we don't have, we don't want to have, because like it gives us a reason to go to New York. And
even what about the people? Would you say that?
I love the people in New York, even more than Paris. I feel like there's a freedom here of like you can wear anything you want and have any attitude you want. People won't stare at you on the sidewalk. You just it's a free city.
Very true. You could really be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. And I do like, I wish we had more of the like cafe culture here. And there are plenty of spots that do it in Manhattan, but that is like what I loved. I was like just to sit outside for hours and just like have a drink and a coffee and relax.
I went to Paris for only one day last year, and I wanted to pick up a smoking habit.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's a great habit.
It when you're there, right?
Because when you're here,
but if I
feels
do
like
it,
you're a
I
junkie.
look trashy. You know, but but when someone in Paris does it, it's like,
it's
cool.
like
well, you
everything.
need to have the accent. Like once you hear him talk, then you're like, oh, of course.
You need to have it all, and you know, here not.
Yeah,
not quite.
that jaded nonchalance while you're smoking, like you don't care about what the person is telling you, even though you came all the way to listen to it. It's an entire attitude. But here, when you smoke here in the States, it's like you're holding a needle or something. People look at you like, my God.
Yeah, you got to get your life together.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Or like you walk, everyone's coughing. You're like,
yeah, everything's hitting you.
Yeah.
Well, this season of Emily in Paris, season 5, it comes out on Friday. We're very excited.
Is it on Friday?
The next Friday.
Okay.
Right?
December
April.
18th.
Depends on when this is airing.
Yes.
No, this is coming out like now.
This is coming out
so
now.
It is,
so not
this is live.
I'm already ahead. You want to know why? Because I'm trying to
live.
jump to Christmas. So I'm saying Friday, but it is next Friday.
Yeah.
We are so excited. But this season, we're going to Rome.
Yes. Did you guys get to see it already?
I've got to see a little bit, but
we don't want to spoil.
I love when I do get the shows ahead of time, but I'm such a big fan of the show.
You want to get it with everybody.
I want to watch it when everyone else is watching it, because if I'm watching 2 weeks before and then everyone else is seeing it, I'm like, oh, saw it already. You know, like I'm like, I gotta. So I watched the first couple episodes just to kind of get a sense, and then I want to watch what everybody else is watching, because it's like the binge culture of
so
you want to
talk about it.
You want to be in the conversation.
Yes,
it's such a fast binge. I always forget. I watched it 2 days ago. We got that special link on Netflix, and it's just like, and it's already done. It's crazy.
And then it's over. I know.
5 months to shoot, and you just
you're like, one night it's over.
What's that like watching yourself?
What's that like watching myself? Yeah. It's never a great experience, to be honest, but you get used to it with time. But it's as it's your profession, so you're just super self-critical, and where you would see like a light, nice little scene, you just see like, that my hand was in my pocket, or no, I shouldn't have scratched that, and the intonation, and the jacket doesn't fit right. But this was before. Now I just enjoy it way more for what it is.
What was your first what you felt was your first big acting gig?
That was Emily, for sure. Before that, I was mostly waiting tables, doing commercials, and having little tiny roles in big movies. But like, just opening a door and saying hi and playing the good-looking douchebag, and nothing very substantial.
Yeah, yeah. So how did you feel when you landed a show that was going to be on Netflix? Did that feel like it was going to be huge?
It first of all, it was supposed to be on Paramount Plus, and then Netflix bought it once we were done shooting. So we didn't really know the reach it was going to have, but I was a fan of Darren as Star and Sex and the City, and the idea of having Paris being filmed from this American standpoint was exciting to me. So I knew there was going to be like a little buzz, but I couldn't have predicted that it would be so iconic. Oh my God.
Yeah.
True.
It gained ginormous popularity. What's that like for you, adjusting to people freaking out over you?
People don't freak out over me.
Really?
It's
I find that hard to believe.
No, it's an idea that we have with like fame and everything. But I think what you project is what you get. And if you don't invite people in, like with your social media, for example, if you don't show your breakfast and talk directly to the camera all day long and post all the time, when I run into people in the street, they're very respectful. They connect with my work, they recognize me, but they talk to me like you would talk to a person you don't know, and they're like, hi, I really like your work. Can we like have a conversation? Can we take a picture? And I think that makes a huge difference, because I'm not just overexposing myself on socials.
Right, that is true.
There's no freaking out. At all.
But do people seem to treat you like your character?
No. But but sometimes I have that thing that some people do that I really like. I think respect is important for me. You should always treat people with respect, no matter what you're going through. And some people don't do it on purpose, but some people just like they're gonna just point at me and say just like, Emily in Paris.
In
the middle of the street, and startle me, and I'm like, okay, what am I? Who am I?
Right.
What's my name?
That's always like, and how do you respond to that? You're like, yes,
Oui, moi, croissant. Yeah. And I don't want to be the guy who be like, what's my name? And but it's a bit it's a bit objectifying, but
you don't want to be quizzing people on the street.
No.
That is true. There's been such a journey for Gabrielle in this show. A lot of ups, lots of downs, a lot of crazy storylines, which I think you get from a Darren type show, and things are unexpected. What has been the biggest surprise for you when you get a new script and you're like, oh, this is where we're taking Gabrielle this season?
It's a good question. There's been a lot of surprises, to be honest. I think the biggest surprise was last season. Was it last season? The ski trip was last season,
yes.
Right? There's this entire thing where we do the first half of the season, where I feel like he's regaining a bit of stamina and reconnecting with Emily, and like being playful again and charming and cheeky, and it was fun to shoot. And they finally get back together after like maybe 3 seasons, like satelliting around each other. And they just break up over I didn't wait for you on the ski at the mountain, and I was like, that was surprising to me. I was like, that's a bit of a rush.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm just like, it's always surprising. I can never expect what Darren's gonna write.
Right, because I feel like they just keep bringing in these new love interests, and it's like, oh my, another one. Where are we finding these guys now? We got the Italian guy who's in the mix, and I think as a fan, we're probably probably rooting for Gabrielle a majority of the time, and then as time goes on, it's like, well, maybe this isn't the right guy.
Yeah. And wait for the Filipino guy in season 5. It's like
right? You're like, we're going, but I do feel like we've opened the door now to be like Emily and Rome, to be like, she could go
anywhere
now.
To be honest, I thought it was going to be this way. I thought we were going to go to a different country every season at some point, but apparently we're staying Mediterranean.
Okay. Then no complaints there.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. And we obviously don't want to be spoiled or know what happens, but what do you think for the future? Like, do you think that they should just, it should end with them together?
I think it's good to have a little breather between them, because I feel like Gabrielle was in the middle of like the pregnancy and the yes, the no, the Michelin star, everything was like kind of complex, maybe too complex for him to handle. And I like the fact that he's like kind of detaching from all that, and their love stories and at the center of like the narrative anymore, so they can maybe collect themselves and who knows, find themselves in a different ground later.
Yeah, because it was also one of those reoccurring themes I think people love to kind of compare with like a Sex and the City, where you see Carrie go through all these different boyfriends and love interests, but like Mr. Big is always there.
Yeah.
It's like, is that kind of how this feels, the trajectory of like, it's like, oh, she just can't shake Gabrielle. He's just there, which feels like a good parallel.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, right? Like a little, at least. I know obviously very different professions and characters, but it does make sense to me. And he is a fantastic chef in the show. What are your cooking skills like? Good,
I'm really
bad?
good.
Good? Yeah.
I say it with confidence.
Okay,
I'm
good.
a really good cook.
Yeah. You've learned from the show or take it?
No. No.
Or do you actually have to cook anything during the show? Probably not.
I cooked the omelet in season 1, but then since we have like a lot of scenes where I'm in the restaurant and we're serving a lot of dishes, if we do the scene like 14 times, we have to have like 14 different plates. And since it's supposed to be Michelin star level, I don't have time to come at 5 a.m. in the morning and cook all that. So we have like an actual consultant that is a Michelin star chef, and he prepares all the dishes for the day.
Oh,
and then I get to go home and hit them alone on my couch.
Just say you take them home?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Have you gotten to learn some tips from him?
Yeah, he teaches me a bunch of stuff. He's a vegan chef, so everything is sustainable and in season, and
What are your favorite things to cook?
I like to cook everything, but I like making crepes. I don't know if it qualifies as cooking, but it's just
It does.
Yeah.
it's just fun and fluffy. And I bought the actual, when you have a crepe in Paris in the street, they have like this like flat black thing with the wooden thing, and I bought this. So I really feel like I'm making like actual street crepes.
There you go.
And it's so much fun.
So many options. You can go
So many.
savory, you can go sweet.
Yes.
So technically, it is cooking.
Crepe is a journey, and we haven't seen the end of it.
Yeah. It's definitely an art form. I think, the show blew up so much here, and I know that there's always some back and forth of like, well, internationally people are watching it. How do you feel like the people in Paris reacted to the show?
I feel like they hated it in season 1. They were like, this is not us, but like there was a bit of denial because pretty much everything was a cliche, but like a cliche, lives on because for a reason. So everything was pretty true, like smoking after the gym and stuff like that, which I thought was hilarious. Because I would do it like after a good session of how do you call it, like boot camp, and you basically suffocated for an hour and you light up that cigarette once your lungs are open and ready to receive, and then they kept on watching it and they started loving to hate it, and now they're just like they settled down. They accepted their faith, but also Emily got more Parisian with time. Her style, her way of embracing the city. So I feel like they feel less like a postcard and more like true life. Even though it's not really the real Paris.
Right. Yes.
It's a very clean Paris.
That is true. But I do think it's crazy how it has become such a big thing. Like even when I was in Paris last year, I feel like I still got so many people on Instagram or whatever being like, "Oh, you gotta go walk by the restaurant," or like all these things that now have become like tourist attractions.
Yeah, we ruined the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Really. It used to be that little square was unknown. I didn't know about it, and I lived there for 15 years, and now it's like just people queuing to just like with
like
berets to take pictures, and it's funny, sometimes I walk in Paris with friends and I forget where I am, and I just end up on that little corner, and I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I just take a detour.
It's like Sarah Jessica Parker walking down to her apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone's like, you're here.
Yeah. They would
shit.
probably once I just walked by the restaurant and people were so absorbed by their phones and the pictures, nobody saw me. And
you're like, wow, little do they know.
Yeah.
Missed out.
The chef right here. But not only is Emily in Paris coming out, you also have The Seduction on HBO Max right now, which is really cool. And I love watching. I found myself watching more TV shows in their, the language that they're in, because I know you can watch it dubbed over and hear that, and it's you get the same effect. But I don't think you get the show until you're really listening to it. In French, and the show is entirely in French. What was that experience like working on that show?
First of all, thank you. I was really wondering if people, especially in the States, were getting used to subtitles, or because I know dubbing is not something you appreciate much.
No.
And I know as I was doing it in English, I was like, oh, it's not evolved yet. I feel like
it's not quite, because it just feels. You just don't get the writing, because it's always, the translation is always a little off.
Yeah, and you lose 50% of the performance,
because you're trying to create the translation in the same amount of time that the French is being spoken. So it's like you're trying to match that up, so then you lose words. Yeah. And I always find it interesting, because if you watch with subtitles and then you also do it in English, they're different. So you're like you're confused. So it's like, no, I'd rather just watch in French and have the subtitles
that was like,
on.
with Squid Game. When you watch Squid Game,
for sure,
it's totally different experience.
Yeah, I think it's and there's this show Maxton Hall that is like a teen show that's people are obsessed with right now. That's on Prime. That's in German.
Which one?
It's called Maxton Hall.
Oh, Maxton Hall.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it. Is it?
Yes. Yeah. It's good. It's good. But it is.
What is it about?
Oh, it's about a young high school couple of the rich douchebag and the young girl that is fighting for her scholarship at Oxford, and
everything we love.
Plays
and the
lacrosse,
family is a problem.
His family owns a massive fashion conglomerate.
Okay, so Cruel Intention meets Romeo and Juliet.
The dad hates the daughter. The dad hates the girlfriend.
Perfect.
That whole
meets The Notebook. Okay.
Yes, that whole thing. But it's in German, and I very much started watching it with it dubbed over and was like, this is just not. I'm gonna watch it in German and just and see what happens.
I feel like we watch a lot of things with subtitles anyway that are even in English.
True.
So I always have the subtitles on.
I'm gonna read it anyway. Why not just watch it in the original?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. So tell us about The Seduction, because I know we have watched some of it, but I don't know if everybody knows about it.
It was a great experience. First of all, it was the first time I got to play such a horrible character. It was fun because this is like how do you say it? Epistolary?
A period piece.
No, when it's a book written in letters.
Oh.
Do you have a word for that?
We definitely don't.
Oh, you don't. Interesting.
I think it's probably a book written by. I'm sure we do. That
you
I
have
don't
so many
know.
words for things that we don't like.
There's gotta be a word for it.
I'm sure there is a word for it. It's probably very similar to what you just said.
Probably. Actually, when I first moved to LA when I was 19, and I didn't have the vocabulary, so sometimes I would just say a word in French, and my friends were like, "Wow, your English is so sophisticated." I was like, "Really?"
You're like, why did you just say that word with an accent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The experience was everything you can hope for as an actor, because I got to rewrite my character in the book. Isn't that present, but for the show, since it's like more time, more exposure, my character got a bigger spot, and so I got to. It was like rewriting a bit of that Dangerous Liaison book that was written like in 1800s. So it was like a big challenge, but at the same time, just when you're in costume with the Engageante and the Lavalière and the cane and
the whole thing,
everything, and
I love the
curls
costumes.
and 50% of the character is already in. And then I don't know, I got loose. I went rogue. I started my first scene. I just started having this voice, and I was like, maybe I'm going too far with this. And the director was like, oh, stop it. It's great. It's perfect. Like go and go like this. And so I don't know. I wanted him to be like kind of a mix between a snake and a hyena, and a very like slimy. Like I feel like villains are more scary when they're not like too explosive, when they're like super calm, and I wanted him to be calm but with like danger in his eyes. And that's pretty much what the entire show is for this character. And you arrive in the morning and you get to meet I got to meet Diane Kruger, and I'm like, oh, I love your work, and we connected, and here's a picture of my kid, and then you spend the day just like strangling her on a marble chimney, and it's a weird feeling, to be honest, because then you have to go home and remind yourself that you're a good person,
right?
And if you want it to be real, you have to really go at it. And I was like, I don't want to miss this opportunity. I really want this character to be scary. So you get to I don't know, every bit of frustration I've ever had and that I stored and suppressed, I just like gave it to this character, and it became therapeutic. And I think it worked. I think the character is a bit deranged.
Yeah, because you're supposed to really like. I feel like the premise, the whole show is hating these men that are.
Yeah, it was a hard time.
Yeah,
it still is, but back then it was really, patriarchy was at this peak, and like men could do anything they wanted, and women could only exist if they're married right. And so it's just a story of Merteuil, who decides that she wants fear to change side, and she starts to manipulate with desire, which is very it's still very contemporary. Desire is still at the heart of many things.
But as an actor, you must feel, even though you have to get to this dark place, that it's refreshing to step out of your comfort zone and play a character unlike anything you've ever played before.
Actually, my it's more of a comfort zone than playing Gabrielle, for example. Playing the charming boy next door is really not a comfort zone, because it's I don't know, it's so obvious what it's supposed to be that it's sometimes I lose track of how I'm supposed to like portray charm, and what is charm nowadays, and it's so subjective, and and I feel like when you play a villain, it's more defined for me. I know exactly what to tap in and where to go, and it's more, I'm composing a little more. So it's definitely more a comfort zone. I don't know if I should like see someone about that, but yeah.
Like, no, the disgusting character is way easier.
Do you have a dream role or character that you would like to play, or a genre that you haven't stepped into?
Honestly, everything. Looking for a job, everything. No, but everything.
Anybody that will hire me.
Yeah. What do you got?
As long as it's good, I don't. It's like music genres and movies. Like it's always hard when they ask me what's your favorite this and that. I love everything. I think there's good in everything in this world, as long as you connect with it. And I just want to play roles that challenge me. And fear for me is an indicator of where you need to go to desacralize things. So whenever something is it seems like I cannot play a certain part, that's what I want to do. So I'm Yeah, but like roles like, you know, Into the Wild or Dance with Wolves or roles like this where you're in nature and you fight against yourself are roles that I'm really looking for.
Mm-hmm. What's your American accent like?
You're hearing it right now.
Yeah.
It's the best I can do. Yeah. I'm gonna start working on it because I get that question a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you really think I'm not giving my all right now?
Yeah.
Your agent's like,
oh,
okay, we have this role.
Yeah. No, but I haven't really worked on it, but I should. I'm gonna start because up to this point, people are like, no, keep your accent. It's charming and it's your identity, but it's only, you know, closes a few doors.
Right, because it's like, well, we watch you. You're obviously speaking French in this seduction, and then even Emily in Paris, you're still French.
Yeah.
So it's.
But the world is evolving. Like when in Ticket to Paradise, for example, it's not obvious that it is obvious that I'm French, but it's not announced. Like the character,
so he's French.
The character doesn't exist because it's French, and for a long time, like foreign characters only exist because of their nationality, and it takes away a lot of the substance and the depth they could have. So I like that in this particular movie they didn't announce it, and it gave me so much room to like be something else.
Yeah.
And the world is becoming like this. I feel like we're less and less questioning accents and foreign identities, but still I want to master my American accent. I'm gonna go Kentucky or Austin. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Surprisingly,
you'll be like, I actually am really the Southern thing. Got that down.
Yeah.
That's
start big.
Yeah,
or go like California Valley type of accent.
I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly.
I know it.
Well, look, there's you could go full surf bro, full cowboy.
New York accent
opens the doors.
I like New York accents.
Boston
stuff.
Boston.
Yeah.
Boston stuff for sure.
Boston mixed with French is a hilarious combination.
That is. I actually saw a video of someone who was he's from Philadelphia, had a really hardcore Philadelphia accent, but he had moved to Australia as an adult, so it was like Australian and Philadelphia like mixed together, which was something I had never heard before.
That's a strong mix.
It was a really
it's
really
another
strong
language.
Mix.
So interesting.
I was like, I'm not quite sure what this guy's saying. I know he's speaking English, but
I love Australian accents.
Yeah.
A Ticket to Paradise we shot in Australia, and I found this accent so interesting. So it's so warm.
It is.
Oh no! It's so interesting.
What was that like filming Ticket to Paradise? I mean, iconic actors.
Iconic, yeah. For some reason, I had zero pressure because I've watched everything Julia Roberts I've ever been in, and same for George Clooney.
Yeah.
So I felt like I knew them already.
Right.
And they were exactly what I expected them to be, just like open and generous and such simple, good people. Like truly, they are the best people I know, and that working experience like set the tone for every set I've ever been on, ever since. Because they're just like, they've seen it all. They understand what it means and what they represent, and yet they choose to go out of their way to make people feel good about themselves. Whenever someone is in the shadow, they're always take that person back into the light, and I'm like, oh, that is so inspiring, and this is how I want to navigate my career.
They are two fantastic actors, so and people we admire, so when you hear something like that, it is very comforting to hear.
It is comforting. They say never meet your heroes, but them for real, they're just like, they're superhumans.
Yeah. Was there ever a time where you thought maybe you were going to go down a different path from acting? And if you could do something else, what do you think it would have been?
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like I've always acted a certain way because my dad was a professional soccer player and he was traveling a lot. He would get transferred from a team to another. So we went to 10 different cities by the time I was 12. And so in order to lose that new guy status in every city I would arrive in, I would kind of identify the missing puzzle piece in a group dynamic and kind of, shape myself into that piece to just fit in and just like feel like I've been there for a while. So it's been a lot of wearing masks and pretending I'm someone I'm not at the age where you're supposed to find yourself and kind of understand who you are. So I feel like acting has been part of me for as long as I know. And when I realized you can get paid for it, I was like, yeah, okay, all right, this is it. No, but seriously, I think I would have loved to be a lawyer. That's what I started studying, and dropped out of it.
Yeah,
dropped out of it to go to LA and
chase the
be
dream
with my surfer bros.
Yeah,
You could be like Kim Kardashian. You could do both.
Why are you laughing?
Back to law school. I
really hope. I honest to God, I hope she gets it. I hope she gets her a license.
Us too.
As do we, and she's gonna keep trying, which I think is extremely.
I hope she keeps trying
because
a lot of people are like, she's an example for a lot of people, and I hope she shows that no matter how much.
I watched the show, and she is not giving up, no matter what her family says, no matter what her sister says, and we're like,
the sisters are telling her to give up.
One of them, Courtney.
Yeah, but
Courtney.
Yeah. I know. And
Always
you know what? We're like, Courtney, you're jealous.
Yeah.
You think?
But I think it's admirable to also admit when you fail at something and be like, I'm going to keep trying. I'm not, you know. And she was like, I failed the bar, and I'll get it. I'll get it next time.
None of us are doing it, so
yeah, and it's also super hard.
Very hard.
It's a hard exam.
Yeah.
So
extremely hard.
Yeah.
Did your dad want you playing soccer, or was that you didn't have an interest in it?
No, I don't think he wanted me to play soccer.
Yeah.
It's football soccer. It's a hard one, when I watched my father when I was 8 or 9, and sometimes you have the game of your life and 40,000 people are applauding you, and everything is back on the table the next weekend, and you have like a bad game and 40,000 people are just like booing you, and you would come home so defeated, and such a tiny little man with like his arms like dragging, and I was like, oh wow, I don't think I have the emotional strength to go through an entire stadium. One comment on Instagram can destroy me, so I don't know if I can do a stadium.
Right, that's fair, and that is so true. When you reach that level in the professional sports world, it is very similar of reaching that level of fame where you're very open to all the criticism and all the critiques.
How do you guys feel about, like, do you have like, if we're really honest with each other, do you have that urge sometimes to watch the comments, the bad ones, if you have any, if you feel any?
Oh, Lucas.
Yeah.
I have been through it.
And did you get to the other hand of it where you're like, I know it's not good for me, I'm not going to do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have banned myself.
And did you get to the other extreme now where you can actually read that comment and feel nothing?
Yes, I have. After years of doing this.
Good.
I feel like within the past, I would say 2-ish years, I have come around a lot more.
It takes time.
It takes time.
It does.
It takes a lot of time. And you relapse sometimes.
You do relapse.
But I have not.
Yeah.
And I am very proud of myself.
Yeah.
Good.
Like Instagram and stuff, you just see it because it comes up. And that I'm very much better at, just like seeing it, letting it pass. Going out of your way to look for things.
It's like when you're looking for like content about your ex or something.
You're looking to be hurt when you're...
Yeah, you're looking to be hurt. It's masochism.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that...
You're like, let me go on the forum that I know they don't like me,
I feel
and let's
too good
read
right now.
everything they said.
Yeah.
And that we refrain from, which we have learned.
We're off for sure. But it's like that Lady Gaga quote, it's like all the people in the room and everyone's rooting for you, like, or what everyone says. You could have 100 nice comments, and the one mean one is like you go home thinking about the one mean one.
Yeah.
You know why? Because yes.
Well, no, keep going.
No, you were going to say something.
I was going to say, like, don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, if there is it could be like a minuscule thing. It's not even about like your character.
It just pushes the right button.
It just gets you on that day. Obviously, maybe you're just having a bad day.
Do you answer sometimes?
That
is the biggest trap.
I have gotten so much better with not answering because I have like had extreme bad ones that it got to the point where I was like, oh, I actually, this is dangerous. I actually can't answer it. So that actually
what do you mean by extremely
that's
bad?
what we don't like, threatening my family and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that actually crazy.
I was gonna say we're gonna have to talk about the
when it gets so bad, it's almost easier to ignore it.
Yeah,
it's the one DM that you get like, why does your hair look like that? Where you're like
super subtle.
Yeah, subtle. Where you're like, you know, you respond like that. Right.
Yeah.
But
right.
It's funny when you see this studio and the fluffiness of it and what we're talking about and what this represents in the grand scheme of life, that people are like, I need to send a message to that person and threaten their family's life because this is not this no.
Yeah.
Because it's at that level. Yeah.
This is like disturbing the peace.
We're just here in our purple studio.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Exactly.
Is it purple? Oh, it is purple.
Oh yeah. This we're definitely purple in here.
Yes.
No, that it's true. We've definitely gotten a lot better at it, but
Good.
we hope that you get better with it too if you're feeling.
Yeah. I was really bad in the beginning.
You're not on social media, that at least posting. You're not.
I'm not a big poster,
crazy active.
But the first year, everything happened like overnight, so I wasn't prepared for anything.
Yeah.
The show came out and people and interactions in the street and social media, so I had to learn at a crash course, and nobody teaches you those things.
Yeah.
And you're kind of alone going through it. I had my co-stars and stuff like that, but I was still alone in Paris going through that thing. And in the beginning, I would read the comments because I feel like all of us, we were looking at the end of the day, we're looking for love, validation, and acceptation, like to feel like we belong in this world, which is like our inner child just looking for like your parents' validation. It's the oldest feeling you can find in your psyche. And when the show came out and so many people brought attention to it and to the character of Gabrielle, I was like, oh my God, such a big validation, what is it? Where does it come from? What did I do? What does it represent? And also, how do I, because I am not Gabrielle, how do I get back to myself slowly without losing what people loved about it? And while you're in this kind of calculation, the comments that go in between, you take very seriously. So everything became very, I was very hurt by a few things. And, some things also, like physical appearance, are detached from the character. It's like where you go home with. And people can be really mean, it's just free of charge. It's I just want you to feel like shit.
Yep.
And then you learn to just not care so much.
Right. They detach the human from the character, and they forget that everyone has feelings. And at the end of the day, like you said, we're all looking for to meet expectations, validation. But it's all about when you know who you are, and you're good with yourself.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't really know who I was back then because I was still in this mask thing and trying to figure it out. So if you're not solid and you're and grounded, that can really swipe you off. And it gave me though a great understanding and compassion for what I read, for titles. When you do an article and you just talk about everything else, and at some point you say that little sentence and it becomes the article. And I remember for me reading that sentence, be like, oh, I can't believe he said that. Wow, what an asshole. And now I know that everything's manipulated and transformed. And so I have so much compassion for people.
Totally.
And also when people are like, oh, I worked with her, she was like such a this, or I met him, you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what day they're having. You don't know what's going on in their lives. Yeah. So I think it helped me pour a lot of compassion and forgiveness and understanding into every interaction and moments in my life.
That is very true. I'm getting in big time of the wrap it up. Right.
But I do love that conversation.
No, same. And I think there's a lot
that everyone is human, and like you said, that's where the compassion comes from. I think is really a great thing. And being true to yourself and finding yourself, staying grounded, which I'm very happy I feel like you have come to, and we have all come to, which is a great thing.
Yep.
We are so excited for season 5. We know everyone else is super excited as well, and that will be out Friday, December 18th. But it was really lovely talking to you, Lucas, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much. And the seduction last 2 episodes are coming out, I think, this week.
Yeah, one on Friday and the last one.
Yeah, and then the last. So kind of timing up where this show's coming in, and then Emily in Paris. We're going right into Emily in Paris. So.
I'm all over the place.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I could have kept on talking for another
us too.
Us too, and we were getting this in the background. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Just a reminder, last minute, we have Philly tickets still available. We'd love to see you there, so come hang out, and we'll also be at the bar Wednesday night. We'll post it on Instagram, so we can't wait to hang out with you guys. We love you so very much. We do not have an episode on Wednesday because we will be at our live show, but we will be back with an episode on Friday. So big smooches, hugs, and we'll talk to you on Friday.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? 2 chicks getting paid in reality checks. You can find them at the gym, it's not even